I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
I'm built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep 'em out your face, no way, you don't want 'em, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me, you can take it. Go on and take your aim. I'm built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from
Stop bouncing me. Yay!
I'm in Miami right now. I'm in Miami right now. I've been after your file. I'm on Ocean Drive. I'm in Miami. In Miami right now. I've been after your file right now. On Ocean Drive right now. That's on my mama. I'm in Miami. I go to the window, so I'm going to Cali. I swear I'm too official. I'm out with them niggas. I'm some other rapper on the city. That nigga, he rigging. We pull out with them guns. You know me in the real. Well, mama pays, I ain't having ever since that I'm a bill. Yeah, I came up like an AK and I will never squill. Whenever ever on my mouth, cause I swear I'm too real. Yeah, I'm in the East Coast, I'm living life for real. Why the fuck you can hate it? I ride you to chill. You gon' really piss me off, and I'ma pull up on the steel. I'ma pull up on the Draco and get your ass killed. Man, stop capping, cause I'm fucking wicked. I pull up to your city, tell me your location, bitches. You know we fuck that shit. My youngest know you killin', I wanna grind, got money on my mind, put money on my wrist, so I can tell the time. You know I'm rapping the job and I'm trying to eat. All around the world I'm doing shows, I really come to eat. They trying to play on me, I swear I'm doing shit. One more time I was poor and I ain't have shit. Every day I'm just riding by the same outfit. I done came up, I'm switching cars, yeah, I'm switching shit. These niggas mad at me, they wanna clone me. I'm in Miami right now, I'm off of South Beach. I'm living large, I'm living life. They know me, wanna take my life. Yeah, it's on my mama. I'm in Miami. I'm out there doing this video shooting, going to Cali. I'm on my mama, I'm on my mama, and I'm in Miami right now. I'm in the 305, yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. Pull up with a red car, my life is on now. They wanna play with me, they wanna clone me. I'm bad bitch, Latino, she wanna sleep with me. I'm in the 305 right now. I'm in Miami right now. On Ocean Drive right now. I'm in Miami right now. I'm in Miami. I'm in the 305. 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 I'm in Miami right now. Yeah, I'm a ocean drive. I'm in Miami right now. Yeah, I'm a ocean drive. Yeah, in the front car. That's all look at me. All the niggas in the game, you can't see me. Cause I'm that nigga from the bottom. No, I will never change. Time is on my hoodie, nigga. Time is on my chain. I'm in this song, no, that's right. Ain't no game. Yeah. In Miami right now. And the 305. Yeah.
From the streets, bitch.
Yo, man's best friend. And look what I got for Father's Day. Special request. They offered me all kind of fancy stuff. I wanted me a Hungry Jack. Old school at noon. This Hungry Man. A Hungry Man. Salisbury steak. You guys ain't ready for this type of thing. Remember the chicken, the fries? This is the one I'm with the little. I'm going all in with this one. Happy Father's Day.
From the streets, bitch. Late night crew. Refreshing. Do me a favor. Say what's up to your boy. We are back outside. Well, Missy, welcome home. Why you think we all here? Especially with a show just now starting. What the fuck you think we all here for? Carefree, Miss George, Missy, Janice, Bob, Asen. Joy, what's happening, cuz? Scott Johnson, we back outside. Turtle, I see you. Tracy, what up, though? Josu, you already know, you got it. Shout out to Yamamoto and my Dodgers. Princess Di, what up? Javon Barksdale. Boston was good, kid. Boston, I think we about to blow everything up, and I'm with it. Retool around Jason Tatum when he come back, so we can get up under that second apron. I'm all right with it. No more Kristaps, and we stole Anthony Simons, bro. That was a fucking steal. To get Anthony Simons for fucking Drew Holiday, steal. Donis, what's happening? D-Block, what up, cuz? Rihanna, we back outside. Liver King crashed out? Might have to touch on that. I almost didn't come to work. J-Rock, what's happening? I was like, I did the show earlier. I was like, I don't have much to talk about tonight. I was like, well, I guess I can hit a couple of things. So we might actually have time for Liver King this evening. It's like one of those type of evenings. I saw a lot of y'all niggas backtracking. A lot of y'all YouTube niggas are trying to backtrack, move the goalposts, all types of shit, man. Y'all, bro, whatever, man. Y'all got it, bro. Y'all got it. Damn, they locked up Liver King too? Sheesh. Nigga, you threatened Joe Rogan? What? Wait. Oh shit. Girl dad, what's happening? Holly, what up though? Kendra, good evening. Yeah, I ain't worried about him so much. We got Anthony Simons. Now that we have Anthony Simons, we can let Jaylen Brown go and get somebody cheap. We can get a whole lot for Jaylen Brown. Do you know who the Liver King is? Press 1 for yes, 2 for no. I've been following the Liver King for a little bit because the shit's been funny. Because JB's, but here's the tricky part, Boston. JB's already overpaid motherfucker. So we trying to find somebody that'll overpay even more. Damn, all of y'all don't know who the Liver King is? What the fuck rock y'all been under? Shit. It might not even be worth reporting. The motherfucking Liver King going in like this thing. Y'all niggas don't even know who the fuck this nigga is. Potato Gamer was happening. Motherfucker said alcoholic. He's something. I don't even know where to begin, bro. Like, he's basically this influencing scammer, bro. And Joe Rogan, I gotta be honest, nigga, you a whole ass pussy, nigga. Hey, nigga, you was supposed to challenge that nigga to a fade, bro. You supposed to be Mr. MMA. You can whoop everybody ass. I ain't gonna lie to you, Joe. You supposed to catch the fade. The Liver King is this nigga that basically he's a so-called fitness guru or whatever the fuck. And this nigga be, bro, he be lying about his diet. Like, basically, he's a fake influencer. That's the easiest way to tell y'all. He's a fucking fake influencer. And he's just, you know, he's worse than Ashton Hall. Ashton Hall, which is the morning routine nigga, yeah, he ain't really got shit on him. This nigga crashed the fuck out, I see. Oh, y'all got the full video? Yeah, we gonna watch the full video of the crash. I should probably get this. Nigga, Joe Rogan, or not Joe Rogan, Fat Joe released a statement. Here, I'll show y'all one of Liver King's videos. I'll show you one of his videos so you kind of get a gist what this nigga be on, but he swears he just be eating like the raw livers and shit of animals and all this type of shit. And you know how these fitness guru niggas are. They got supplements and all this next level shit. Nah, Fat Joe released a statement. Fat Joe released, I don't know what the fuck this nigga's doing. Like, some of y'all niggas right now, I don't really understand what the fuck y'all are doing, bro. I'm so serious. I'm just trying to, like, Fat Joe, how can I put this to you really good? Nigga, you not getting ready to just talk your way out of this shit. As a matter of fact, I would like to tell you, you should probably shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you gotta know when to hold them. Sometimes you gotta know when to fold them. Yes, I forgot Liver King does have a motherfucking documentary on Netflix. Nigga, Joe did not apologize. Here, let me pull up this statement from Joe. I'll read this statement from Joe before I hit this Liver King shit. And then we gonna double back and read this shit from Joe. Read the rest of Joe's lawsuit, because we only got like 8 pages left. Mob was happening. Oh, this is anything for a check on a level you've never seen before. I promise you that much. I'm thinking about putting a compilation together of all the pleas that you YouTube niggas are copping. Hood Educated done jumped smooth off the cliff. Hood Educated. Let me holler at you right quick, OG. Just because Diddy ain't by black grocery stores in the hood, just because Diddy like do a whole lot of things that maybe you don't agree with, you know what I'm saying? Which I understand. That's cool. That doesn't mean that Diddy's guilty of what they charging him with. And I saw a lot of you niggas that said some weird shit. Fat Joe, I know you didn't delete that post. I just seen it. Because that shit was on your YouTube and you took it off your YouTube, but it's still on your IG. So I should probably screenshot in case this nigga wants to take this down. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Temple was happening. Fat Joe says, I've been tested the last few months. I've lost my big brother, my father, my mother, and now I'm fighting against these disgusting lies. But please know I will not break and I will never back down. I've had individuals in my circle take my love and kindness for weakness, but how many times must we forgive them? See, nigga, this is starting off bad. This sounds like you threatening to kill this nigga, but okay. I've had people steal from me, grow jealous of me, lie on me. Through it all, me and my family are the ones stuck dealing with the consequences of their bad decisions. That's not how that works. If you get fired for doing something wrong, just take the L and live with it. But instead, they plot on your downfall as they watch you move on with your life. They decide to go after one of the things you value the most, your reputation. Which is really what, Joe? Your reputation is really like you're a liar. And that niggas don't like you saying nigga. That's kind of your rep at this point. They figure they can make up the most insane stories And if they threaten you with the lawsuit, then you'll pay and they'll feel like they finally won. Problem with your theory, I've never let anyone on the streets extort me. So how would I ever let a crooked attorney and a coward ex-hype man extort me? I'm from the Bronx. Nigga, stop. Don't do this. Mr. Tyrone Blackburn, attorney at law, since you wanted the clout, we will finish you in court. The time of lawyers using their law license as a badge to extort people and destroy families with no evidence is over. I'm not the one. You messed with the wrong one this time. Joseph Fat Joe Cartagena. Joe, shut the fuck up, bro. You making it worse. Rhonda, what's happening? So, Joe, are you saying that wasn't you in none of those Instagram messages? Joe, I'm gonna tell you the truth. The feds are coming, nigga. Like, why we even gotta lie to each other? The feds are coming. The feds are coming. They coming. They coming. Joe, the feds are coming. I mean, we innocent until proven guilty, but the feds are coming. But we're going to read your last 8 pages. We're going to go over a couple Diddy videos. But look, let's talk about the Liver King right quick, because apparently this nigga crashed all the way out. Who is the Liver King? Good question.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Primals, this is what Liver King and QCP are having for breakfast today. That's right, bull balls.
You know, Rick is so wild and has went so far off the meter. It's shit that I can't even tell you on TV. I mean, you know, for the sake of our friendship, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna bring it up. But trust me, he's went there. He has went where it's like, yo, Rick, man, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You done took this shit too far. And his response is like this: there's no such place. Darkness, let's go to the abyss, nigga! I'm not with it, man. I don't want to go to the abyss, man. You know what I'm saying? Rick wants to go to the abyss. In fact, he dwells in the abyss. Rick James dwells in the abyss, okay? And he wants company sometimes, you know? And for some reason, he likes to reach out for me. Whenever I'm around, when he wants to go there, he will reach out for me to try to take me to the abyss with him. And I'm not with it, man. I'm not with it. And that's when we end up, you know, tussling or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
You see how buff and ripped this nigga is? He said it just came from eating balls and livers. Steroids? Yeah, right. Steroids. I'm all nat. We're all natty over here.
Not the cap.
Trapping after dark, what's happening? I'm natty, bro. It's all natty. Just eating balls and shit.
Right out of the fucking scrotum. Cheers.
Nigga, you didn't even take a bite, nigga. Hold on, nigga. You didn't even take a bite of them balls.
King and QCP are having for breakfast today. That's right, bull balls right out of the fucking scrotum. Cheers.
Nigga, you did not take a bite. Nigga, nice try.
King and QCP are having for breakfast today. That's right, bull balls right out of the fucking scrotum.
Right out of the fucking scrotum. I guess that makes it.
Tastes like pasta. You heard it from QCP, and you probably can guess what this is. We got a couple of pounds of kidney, and we're gonna be having a whole feed protein shake, delicious and dessert worthy. Probably not like the bull balls that we're eating now.
This feels like WPS. I ain't gonna hold you.
We're also gonna have a Liver King bar, now in chocolate. And if you're not man enough to eat balls right out of the sack, get yourself a ball of King.
If you're not man enough to eat balls right out of the sack, I don't think that's how that works. That sounds like a nigga trying to pressure me into doing gay shit. What, you're not man enough to eat balls out of the sack? I guess I'm not. I guess I'm not man enough to eat balls out of the sack, nigga. Bird, go to bed. It's too late for all of this foolishness.
We're also gonna have a Liver King bar, now in chocolate. And if you're not man enough to eat balls right out of the sack, get yourself a ball of King. This is what Liver King and QCP are having for breakfast.
Nigga, why are you playing with these nuts like this, man? Y'all...
Oh, nigga, you gay.
Hey, Liver King, out! This is what Liver King is having for breakfast. Drizzled in my favorite salad dressing, maple syrup. We're having leftover cow head.
We are having leftover cow head. Laura, what's happening? Like, what the fuck is going on, man? Like, I continuously ask what planet I'm on because I'm growing to be more and more confused by every day, bro. This nigga said leftover cow head, nigga, and he said this shit like that shit was just normal. Yeah, just pour a little maple syrup on this cow head, nigga. What?
This is what Liver King is having for breakfast. Drizzled in my favorite salad dressing, maple syrup. We're having leftover cow head. So don't say that
I mean, if that's true, off the line, if we really in the white man's world, then how the fuck am I existing? So I don't even want to do that. Just I guess I'm in the white segment. This is WPS. And I know some of y'all white people gonna be mad, be like, no, it's not. No, it's not. Name one nigga sitting around pouring maple syrup, eating leftover cow head. Just name one. Name one. Just name one. Nah, see, the difference is, off the line, I will not let white people have that type of power over me. I ain't living in the white man's world. I'm living in God's world. I'm just peeking into a window of where the white people at, apparently, in this juncture. White people don't have that type of power over me. I'm not. Y'all, the rest of y'all niggas, y'all might be. Mama Hill, what's happening? Y'all, the rest of y'all niggas might be living in a white man's world, but shit, not I. Not I.
I don't eat all the food that I show because I either eat it or I give it to the dogs.
Why would you do them dogs like this?
But before the dogs get it, this dog's gonna have it. So that's right. Liver King's having head for breakfast. Some fertilized eggs with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whole feast. Our Liver King bar. King, testicle, bone marrow, liver. That's what Liver King was having for breakfast today, Liver King. Out.
Okay. So apparently you got your black ass locked up. And I'd like to think that it's partially some of this shit you eating. I guess let's get a short synopsis before I play the whole video. Talk about an audible I was not ready for tonight. I was not ready for the Liver King getting locked up for all this goofy shit this nigga be doing. And the amount of you stupid ass, bro. Okay. People watched him eat these balls and liver. You telling me there ain't no white people tried it? It's just him. Now, remember, we just saw another white person in the video at least fake eat the balls and play with them like it was some type of jackass stunt. Big was happening. City boy.
I'm calling you out.
Motherfucker. Nigga, 0 for 1. 0 for 1. Oh, I can do that? I can. Oh, sweet. That changes everything for me. Hold on, Liver King, I got you. This nigga, Liver King, bro. But he gotta stay relevant. But it sounds like he might have went too far. But I mean, we'll judge. We shall judge. K is the how am I slandering all white people? I didn't say all white people's gonna eat these balls. I just said if it's gonna be some people eating these balls. See, I ain't gonna sit here. Niggas eat chitlins. You know what I mean? I'll give you that. Niggas got chitlins and all types of other goofy ass shit, hog maws and all of that shit. White people out here eating bull testicles, nigga. That's white people. You gotta hold that. You've got to hold that. I'll give the bullshit that niggas be eating. I be seeing niggas eating chitlins, and I'll tell them niggas immediately, like, hey man, we free now. We ain't gotta eat all that bullshit. So, well, y'all can let Rhonda know she might want to just take the night off, cause I don't know what you want from me. Weak stomach ass nigga. White man eating bull balls. I'm getting sick. Get your weak ass up, nigga. See, that's the shit that white people be doing right there. White people will literally know. Name the black people eating. Find them, KS. Find the black people eating bull balls, and I'll pull it off the table. Find them. Because I guarantee it's nothing to find white people eating them. Find the niggas eating bull balls, and I'll let it go. I'll gladly let it go. I ain't go. That's like me trying to put chitlins on white people. Why would I do that? That'd be a fucking lie. Do I believe that there's a white person or two that will eat some chitlins? Absolutely. That's some nigga shit.
Joe Rogan, I'm calling you out. My name's Liver King. Man to man. I'm picking a fight with you. Yeah. Just pulling up. Guess what? You're dead, bitch.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what'd you say?
Dude, put stuff on. Just put stuff, because they're not gonna take me naked. So can I have 12 minutes to just finish my actual shit? I did 4 coffee enemas this morning. My intestines don't work.
You did 4 coffee enemas this morning. Wait, hold on. Oh man, I should have rolled this blunt during my intro. Whew. This shit's outrageous already.
Fitness influencer and fraudster Brian Johnson, known on
Wait, y'all call this nigga fraudster like that?
social media as Liver King, arrested Tuesday after threatening Joe Rogan.
Your rules. Whatever you want me to weigh, I'll weigh it. You, Joe Rogan.
The 47-year-old seen here.
You 47? Nigga, you look like you at least 138 years old. This nigga, he ain't 47, nigga. You said you 47, nigga. I thought eating healthy was supposed to help you look younger and give you more virality or whatever the fuck that shit called. This nigga 172 years old.
With weapons and later surrendering to authorities in a tactical vest outside of the fort.
This nigga surrendered in a tactical vest. Hey, nigga, commit this nigga. 72 hours, bro. 72 hours. 72 hours. No, KS. No, you're not cheating like that. No. I didn't say Rocky Mountain oysters. See, because that's an actual thing that people actually try. I said, show me the niggas eating bull balls. I'm not talking about the dish. No. No shortcuts. Because I can easily just find a thing of some white people trying chitlins for the first time. I can easily find that. Show me some niggas out on the farm eating bull balls. Nice try. Oh, I know. The dish. I'm talking about a nigga running around eating bull balls to live. You're not gonna find it. Cause by that standard, then I can take all nigga shit and I can find any video of a white person saying, I'm trying this shit. And that will take it away. And you know that's not how that works. You know that's not how it works. That's just like saying that if I see a white person with a Crown Royal bag, that's not nigga shit. Oh no, that's still nigga shit all day long. I don't give a fuck. You can find a white person with Crown Royal bag. All day long.
Four Seasons Hotel in Austin, Rogan's home city. Johnson's wife and two sons gathering for a private chat right before police.
Nah, hell no. What do you mean? Did you not see the first video? I already did. I literally showed another white person. I showed another fucking white person doing it. And they were sitting there playing with the sack. What you mean? I've already done it. You must have showed up late. You must have showed up late. This nigga got 1 million followers. He got over 1 million on YouTube, nigga, from eating nuts and livers and cow heads. 1 million. He got a Netflix documentary. He's got a successful product line of people that believe that he's getting all this nutrition from these balls, but they scared to eat the balls, so they just get the ball powder. What you mean? I mean, you trying to tell me that it's everybody done prop this nigga up. It ain't white people. No, white people prop this nigga up. Was there white people that used to listen to King Von? Absolutely. Niggas propped him up. We got to be honest about the origin and the situation here. Niggas, this is not no even shit. White people made this nigga famous. You ain't sitting here saying that niggas made this nigga famous for sitting here eating balls and buying his ball powder? No. 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 Hell no. Do I believe that some white people find this disgusting and would never do it? Of course. But y'all not the majority, obviously. You let the nigga get a fucking... He got a silver play button and a gold play button. And he sell ball powder. He got a Netflix documentary. Niggas got him that Netflix documentary. Niggas. Because you know what type of documentaries the niggas get on Netflix? Javaris Critton and Gilbert Arenas having a gunfight in the NBA locker room. That's the type of shit niggas do and get documentaries for. Nah, man. Y'all got to hold this one. I believe you, KS, that you don't like eating bull nuts. But this y'all, bro. Y'all got to hold this one. Y'all got to hold this one, nigga.
Escorted him away in cuffs.
Don't stop recording. Nothing was actually done wrong. Going to jail, cops are coming. And I say, I'm gonna run. Just gonna make it, you guys. It's okay.
Liver King is now facing one misdemeanor charge of making a terroristic threat. He traveled to the Texas Capitol, apparently to confront Rogan, warning the comedian in a series of bizarre Instagram videos.
Or anything and everything. Because Joe Rogan, we don't have to make videos to pretend anymore. All of this is happening. We're coming to you. I've challenged you man to man to a fight. Just pulling up. I haven't slept. I've been waiting to get here. Now we're here. Guess what? You're dead, bitch. I have my family to fight for. And then I'll die for them. You know that. You've never come across something like this. Willing to die, hoping that you'll choke me out. I pray to God, because that's a dream come true. It feels good.
The Austin PD.
You stand on his followers being special. It's 1 million of them. That's 1 million. He got 1 million special tier white people as followers. 1 million. Hey, you can stand on it, bro. You can stand on it, but you don't get to double back. And then when somebody white got 1 million on some white people shit that all white people vouch for, nah, y'all can't have him then. Then he's for everybody. So when the cool white person comes around on some cool WPS shit and they got 1 million, that shit for everybody too. 1 million retards, cap. That's definitely cap. Do I believe there's some retards in that mix? Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. But these ain't like, okay, so for example, Kendra G, she got a whole bunch of retarded black people watching her. She ain't even at motherfucking 1 million. But she got a whole bunch of retarded black people watching her. None of them niggas is getting ready to eat bull balls. Maybe a couple for some money or some shit like that. Overall, nah.
Tells ET they contacted Joe, who never had any interaction with Liver King, but was alarmed by the videos. We've reached out to Rogan. So far, no comment.
It's an unwinnable fight that you picked. Oh, that sucks, man, for you. Rogan versus Liver King. Period.
So why the beef? Well, it's possible Johnson was retaliating against the podcaster for comments he made on the Joe.
I'll let you have 35%. 70, I'm not giving you the majority. The majority of them people, Netflix would not give this nigga a documentary if 70% of his audience was retarded. I'll give you 35. That's the highest I'll go. Because that's about how high I'll say that those people are participating. About 35%. I think most people are following him because it's just fucking trifling to see. But I say about 35. 70, nah, he ain't getting no Netflix if he got 70% retards. 35.
Rogan experience more than 2 years ago.
There's no way you can look like that in your 40s. That jacked. I mean, he's preposterously jacked. We're talking about the Liver King, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. He was front row at one of my shows in Vegas.
Oh, damn.
At the MGM. Yeah, and then I saw him again at the Canelo fight. He was trying really hard to get on the podcast.
Liver King became a viral sensation in 2021 by touting his ancestral.
But you just eating bull, nigga. Those are roids, nigga.
Lifestyle, which included a strict set of tenets and a diet of raw meat.
He was telling people that the way he gets that way is by sunning his balls. He literally lays down with his staring at the sun and eats raw liver and just lifts like a maniac.
His diet: liver, eggs, maple syrup, and testes. You eat balls.
Lots of balls.
You ever ate a penis?
Lots of penises.
After he launched a $100 million supplement brand and denied using steroids, leaked emails revealed that he was spending over $10,000 a month on performance-enhancing drugs.
I'm making this video to apologize. Because I up. Because I lied.
You ran a con game and you got busted.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that you feel terrible. I'm sorry you feel bad, because that's just what happens when you get caught lying.
His stunning downfall documented in the 2025 Netflix film Untold: The Liver King.
I asked you on my podcast. You did.
I'm still waiting for the one big black podcast to talk to this nigga. Because we got the Logan Pauls and all this shit, you know, the white people. In the white people space. I'm waiting for the niggas. I'm so just sitting here on the cliff waiting for the niggas.
Steroids, and you lied to my face.
The feeling of helplessness and completely lost. Why won't anybody say anything?
Untold Truth movie. You're a liar, Netflix. You can't pick a fight with a real king.
Nigga, is your leg quivering?
And then expect there not to be an actual.
Nigga, why is that nigga's leg quivering?
You can't pick a fight with a real king.
Nigga, what the
and
fuck?
Then expect there not to be an actual fight, bro.
Hold on, let's watch the video. Somebody has posted the whole video, apparently him melting down. Hey, Joe Rogan. Now, if you come out, Joe Rogan, and say it won't be a fair fight because he's on steroids, I'll let you have it. But you can't talk about shit about that nigga on your show, and then now that nigga done said something and you go radio silent, nigga. Nah, bitch ass nigga. You the big Joe Rogan. A nigga that I've never respected, to be honest with you. I will put that bias out there.
I'm not recording while dealing with the cops outside.
I understand. Damn, this took a while. I'm so sorry. I take it back. God, thank you. For the perfect amount of resistance. So you're just picking up where we're leaving off. So I just need to put stuff on. Just put stuff, because they're not going to take me naked.
Do you want the
right?
green?
No.
The green is better.
Whatever you gave me is perfect, Queen. Can I put my shoes on and stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
And if you need a new patch or anything?
You should record anything and everything. And when I go to the back, Justin's recording Fitzpatrick. He's got the most beautiful wife in the world. You wouldn't want to take most of them to prison. I wonder if I have to go. You should just record this right now. I wonder if I have to go and I'm on the shitter, what happens then? Did they arrest you on the shitter? Do you know?
I think we'll find out.
Texas? Because Joe Rogan, this is how I do my name. Can I take my phone? They probably won't let me take my phone.
You can take your phone and hold it.
Oh, yeah? We're still talking, if you don't mind, what all I need to do in the great state of Texas, that's where they do the Alamo stuff. I was making my morning fire. And this is what goes in the fire in life. This is an adventure we have in life. We can do this thing. It's a master builder. We can build people. Celebrate comedy's awesome. You're still great, Joe Rogan. I can be arrested. And I want to fight you. Real tension. It's all gonna happen. I'm speaking fast now. Or you can never change. Never change. Can you edit this later and then post this immediately, but then later add my anthem song, Never Change. Never change. So you can evolve. It's a 10th ancestral tenet. You could do that one. You could evolve, or you could never change. That's going. Master builder, we're going to keep. Destroyer, that goes in the fire. That's what I was going to be recording. I don't plan for much. I did plan that one.
Hey, we know.
You're not going to stop recording.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Let's just not have that on your pocket.
What? A Leatherman?
Yeah.
A Leatherman.
A knife in it.
I know, but it's not reasonable to have a Leatherman.
They're going to take it off of you.
Okay, keep protecting me like Peter Nemeth tried to. Don't say anything. Contract, don't say anything. What did I do that's illegal? Can somebody first just tell me?
You threatened to kill a motherfucker?
Because as soon as you can do that and keep recording. Because what we do is family.
Nigga, I just realized there's Joe Rogan on this shirt. I just realized there's fucking Joe Rogan's logo on this nigga's shirt.
You never have to be embarrassed of family. Ancestral honor, it's called reputation. We're the Liver King family, a real king, a real queen who's kind of scared. Kind of scared. Striker over here is kind of scared. Dad's getting arrested again. We've already been through it once. The first time, do you remember what I said? I said, guys, Baba's not fast enough to make it to the plane. Look at her. But I'm about to sprint as fast as I can to the plane. But all the police are talking over here. I'm gonna make a run for the jet. I'm gonna go as fast as and I'm pretty fast now, especially now, 178 pounds, Joe Rogan. But I weigh, you weigh more than me, you're a black belt. Why not just for fun fight me or, you know, like physical fight?
Joe, set up the one-on-one. Because I'm going to tell you the truth, Liver King. I think Joe will beat your ass. I don't even like Joe Rogan, bro. But this ain't, I think you think this is like Fear Factor Joe Rogan you getting ready to fight. Hey, nigga, this ain't that, nigga. Bro, I think he'll whoop you juicing. Because you don't, I don't think you know how to fight. You forgot that Joe Rogan don't just have a black belt. He got a black belt from learning how to fight from some of the greatest fighters the world has ever seen. Joe, set up the one-on-one. Y'all niggas can get paid, nigga. The world will pay to see Joe Rogan beat the shit out of this 185-year-old man.
Real fight, real tension. I don't have any training. There's 126 ways to choke someone out. There's the technique, the strategy. We call it jiu-jitsu. There's an infinite amount of ways to be primal. That's my boy. And the primal part of it is the fun part was going to jail. Cops are coming. And I say, I'm going to run. I'm going to go. I'm going to sprint.
You going to run from the cops?
You can fucking make it. I know you can. I know you can too. Okay, but y'all don't fucking go until I get my wife, my queen, your mom. I'm gonna get her. We're gonna take off. You guys fucking got it, Baba's sauce. Just gonna make it, you guys.
It's not a excuse me. I give you that, Asen. I don't think Joe need the money. But Joe want the money. That's why this nigga's Joe Rogan's a workaholic. He don't move like a nigga that don't need the money. He always want the money. He always chasing the bread. Always. Whoop this nigga ass. Joe Rogan been bragging about being a black belt and all this shit for years, and ain't nobody really ever seen this nigga fight. So fight this nigga, Joe. Beat this nigga's ass. Because if you are who you supposed to be, this is light work. beat his motherfucking ass.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll say bye to her later. We don't have time to go anymore. Do y'all remember that in Poland?
Do you need anything else, okay? Or any second?
Just a quick glance around the room.
We need to like talk as a family.
We don't need to talk as a family. We're gonna record everything. We always talk as a family. Talking is a lie to begin with. That you can tell me any secrets. You're gonna keep recording from right there, okay, Justin? If you don't mind, I don't mean to. You're gonna go back over there. Yeah, there you go. And you're gonna keep recording, okay? You're gonna whisper something in my ear.
Nigga, this is the weirdest shit ever.
How about this? Keep recording. Stay there, okay? Can we go over here behind this door? She's gonna have a conversation with me. Okay, strike her out. Keep recording, okay, Justin? Okay, good. Don't stop recording.
Copy that.
And then,
As soon as I shut the door.
everyone come in, hurry.
Boop.
No! Yeah, I can hear you.
Nigga, what the actual fuck? Nigga, what the fuck is all of this shit? First of all, you putting Joe Rogan face on that shit, he might just sue the fucking shit out of you, and then I ain't gonna be mad. That bitch in there trying to talk some sense into this nigga right now. Cops, normally I tell you to tase niggas, but he seems like the type that will power up from the tasing, so you might have to just go live rounds. You just set that shit to 63? Damn, y'all want it cold as fucking that motherfucker, nigga. The fuck? Leave me alone, nigga.
Stay right there.
I'm not. Yep.
Yeah, but that's not really a measurement though, Asen. Because if what you saying is true, then when people get a lot of motherfucking money, they would stop. But we have learned time and time again that the more money people get, the more clout they need and want. So I see what you're saying, but it's not really a measurement. Like we could, like, that's like saying that, you know, why does Steph Curry keep playing basketball? Like, he has millions of dollars. He don't need the money. Because a lot of niggas is playing these games for more than money, unfortunately. WPS fruit tray. Bro, are you trying to get this nigga sued? Don't put this on the screen, bro.
Yeah. So y'all boys.
Facts, Asen. That's big facts.
Should too. Everyone should be coming. I would love it if all of that could be. Are they right outside?
Yep.
The police?
Yep.
And
They're unmarked.
How much time do you think we have? Wait, they're unmarked?
They're
How do you know the police?
Because I saw their badge.
How do you know the real badges?
Because worked in law enforcement for a very long time.
And so
how do you know the real badges? Go down there and find out, nigga.
You know it's a real badge?
Yes.
How? Do you know legit?
Legit.
So you know, okay, so if it's legit, means everything's legit. So how much time do I have to take a foot? I just finished my, share all this, please. And I'd like to share what happened behind closed doors too. Because at the end, it's fist bump, pound, lock it down. When it's time for any respective family, 4 pillars, to lead, united we always are. Look, we're here as a family. Our dogs are here. We're all here. This is intense. Dad's getting arrested. We know how it went the first time. Didn't feel good. Rep 1, Rep 2, united family, familiar, resistance, stronger. Don't forget to have fun, guys. Adventure fun, master builders. Fist bump, pound, lock it down. That's behind closed doors. Could you just let them know, like,
you gonna take shit?
I could really be out.
And you know why he asked him that? You know why he asked him he's about to take a shit? Because he's scared that nigga's just about to just take this shit and still, like, keep recording. Nigga, I know. Shut the door, nigga.
Out of here in about probably 12 fucking. I'll set my timer for 12 minutes, and I can deliver on exactly those words. But I'll need for you to come back and tell me, let's start the time. Don't stop recording with the police and all that. Okay? Don't ever. I didn't say pointing at me. Keep going. Keep walking. I'm walking you out. Just move.
You're horrible at this directing thing.
Just don't stop, no matter what.
I got you.
Anyone else that you can get to record you, like Christian, should be recording you too.
I don't understand doing all this shit for a motherfucking misdemeanor, nigga. You bonding out today.
Anyone who is free, not my
It's
family,
a misdemeanor.
not my family, but anyone on our ecosystem team should go ahead and share more of the experience.
Copy that. You're more than welcome to come in. He is asking to take his last shit, but if you would like to make your presence known,
Are we coming to get me? I don't have 12 minutes. Can I have 2 minutes?
I've asked them, and
Can I have 12 or is it 2?
It has been 20 minutes.
So right now, is it 12, 2, or 0?
It would be 0.
It would be 0. So you're saying it would be, but you didn't actually follow through with that action. So is it 20 seconds? Is it 30? 20 seconds or 30? Like it, man to man.
So that's 12?
Man to man. I don't have my shoes on. I was taking a shit. I actually haven't broken the law. My real family is here. You're a real man. You're a real woman. If you have a family, you know what this might feel like to a mom. You might know what this feels like to a dad. Nothing was actually done wrong. And maybe
why are you here?
Queen, allow me. We're not going to commingle communication. Allow me to. You said I had no time. 0. and you've given me this much space because you know what's actually right. You know what's actually right. And so you're telling me I can't have 12 minutes to swallow myself out of here because we're expecting maybe something else. And guess what? That's why I'm doing all of this, because the movie and everybody suggested this character is this other character. And then you guys are receiving me this way, and all of a sudden 0 time because you know the principle of the matter. I'm an actual man, husband to my queen, and you think you're gonna, and you could. You got.
Hey nigga, pull the strap out. He doing too much talking. Pull the motherfucking strap out at least.
You guys have the right to. You might not be strong enough to actually, and the thing that would suck is I would still supplicate. You still do whatever you want to me. I would do that too, but I could handle both of you guys.
Wait, is that a threat?
That's fine. We don't.
And my boys are right there. Striker and Rad are right there. My boys. So can I have 12 minutes to just finish my actual shit? I did 4 coffee enemas this morning.
I need 20 minutes to finish my shit. Cause I've been doing coffee enemas. This is diabolical.
My intestines don't work like yours.
My intestines don't work like yours. This ain't real, nigga. He got them bad guts, nigga. Come on, let him in there, man. You know Pop's got them bad guts. Shh. Nigga, my intestines is not like yours, nigga. He got them bad guts, nigga. This is outrageous.
And my boys are right there. Striker and Rad are right there. My boys. So can I have 12 minutes to just finish my actual shit? I did 4 coffee enemas this morning. My intestines don't work like yours. That's what I. So that man to a man. Can I have 12 exact minutes? We set our timer, and I'll deliver on my word. Thank you. Hold on. That's why I tell time on Tuesday.
This nigga asked the police, look, I'm gonna turn myself in, nigga, but I need exactly 12 minutes to take a shit because I got bad guts, nigga. I got these badass guts, bro. Give me a second, bro. Shit. Nigga, I was pumping coffee in my motherfucking anus, my nigga. Like, I need 12 minutes. My guts ain't working like yours, nigga. The problem is he told them 20 minutes ago, look, why you bringing up old shit, Freedom? His guts don't work. That's the whole point. He about to blow that holding cell to shreds.
You, Joe Rogan. All caps to get it right. This is important. What's happening is really important, though. Okay, let's go. You don't have to put handcuffs on you. Oh, we do. Okay, we're gonna put handcuffs on me. Can I give them? Welcome to Texas, Joe Rogan. Welcome to Texas. Fighting tension, real. You got it. The alarm's going off. Well, it's just it's in Ricardo? Okay. I don't need that. I leave that here. I leave that here.
Joe, you know you snitched.
Joe Rogan, I'm calling you out. My name's Liberty. Man to man. I'm picking a fight with you. Yeah.
With a gun in his hand. First of all,
Joe Rogan, I'm calling you out. My name's Liberty.
I just want to know how many kills this nigga got to be able to get that gold camo. Because if it's anything like Call of Duty, man, y'all might want to lock this nigga up for more than just Y'all might want to lock this nigga up for just a tad more than terroristic threats. Cause on the game, you gotta have like 1,000 kills with that motherfucker to get gold camo. Actually, shit. On Black Ops 3 to get my breckie, I had to get like 10,000. I mean, this nigga got a hollow scope on this motherfucker, everything. How many kills did you have to get this motherfucker gold camo, nigga?
Man, I'm picking a fight with you. Yeah.
Nigga, not you wearing this meat like a motherfucking shawl. Yeah, bro definitely got achievements. On my mama, D-Block. Juicing, nigga.
The last 15 of those years, I've been living an ancestral lifestyle. We have videos with hundreds of millions of views. Primals. I felt like a new level.
See, what you should have did, nigga, you should have told everybody that you was taking steroids as a supplement for all the balls you be eating. What's this? Yeah, I take steroids to supplement everything for the balls I be eating. Nigga, everybody would have went with that shit. $10,000 a month on roids is outrageous, nigga. There's so much other things I can do with $10,000 a month.
The Liver King was arrested in downtown Austin on charges of terrorism after fully crashing out online and repeatedly threatening Joe Rogan's life.
You can hold the hand of somebody that you love, because what happens next to you, you're going to need to remember that feeling. You're going to need something more than what you did to give you something to fight for, because I have my family to fight for. And then I'll die for them, you know that. And you're a black belt, but you've never come across something like this.
Beat his ass, Joe.
Willing to die, hoping that you'll choke me out. I pray to God, because that's a dream come true. It feels good. And then the limbs, I'm fighting for my family. So limb. Go ahead.
The Austin Police Department, as we
Nigga, I thought this was Joe Rogan responding.
speak, is on their way to a hotel in...
Wait, is that who I think it is? That's not who I think it is. Alex, where the fuck you been at, bro? We are under attack. Nigga, I didn't recognize your face at first, nigga, but I recognized the voice. Like, wait a minute. One of the funniest white men ever to walk this earth is this man right here. I ain't gonna lie to you. He has made my side hurt with some of his antics, nigga. When that nigga got in court and had to admit it, like, and got destroyed in court. Then the time he actually served business in court. Like, bro, Alex Jones is a funny motherfucker to me. I can't take you serious, but I can laugh at this nigga.
Downtown Austin to arrest the Liver King because he's been making a lot of bizarre cryptic threats to Joe Rogan that he's going to come to town and fight him, and now he's there and has posted videos that are very, very direct threats.
Nigga, not Alex Jones, bro. But I think he crashed out like this on purpose. I think this was an attempt for him to stay relevant. You know, he's taking the hit from the steroid thing and all of that shit. I mean, at the end of the day, that ain't shit. To go to jail for a misdemeanor to get all this type of clout really ain't shit. It ain't cost him much to bond out. You know, I don't agree that, you know, this is something that you should do. But I ain't gonna lie and sit here and be like, you know, if you in the clout, like, it worked. He trending right now. And now everybody wants to know what Joe Rogan got to say about it and everything. This nigga, he tweaking though. This nigga tweaking. He tweaking, ho. I mean, he's on everything. He's multiple news channels. Phil DeFranco done talked about him. Hassan Piker hoe ass done talked about him. Oh, this got his mugshot in this motherfucker though. I want to see this. Damn, but the news ain't really. The news is only. That's the thing though, nigga. The news only gave your ass like 30-second videos. Did the news give you any type of justice, nigga? Yeah, nigga, the longest news segment is 43 seconds, nigga. So the news just mentioned your black ass in passing. Let's see how the news actually covered you. Because, nigga, this is... Okay, so you got 43 seconds on this news channel. Nigga, damn. All of this shit calling out Joe Rogan, nigga, that didn't even get you 1 minute on the news. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think Liver King won't no smoke with this nigga. I don't care how big you are, nigga. Joe will beat your ass.
The social media influencer known online as Liver King has been arrested in Austin, accused of making a terroristic threat. Sources confirmed with KXAN that the Brian Johnson listed in the jail log is in fact the social media influencer. He has nearly 3 million Instagram followers. Terroristic threat is a Class B misdemeanor. Investigators have not confirmed who the alleged threat was made against, but in an Instagram video Johnson posted on Monday, he said in part, quote, "Joe Rogan, I am calling you out. My name is Liver King. Man to man, I'm picking a fight with you. I have no training in jiu-jitsu, but you're a black belt. You should dismantle me." And
at least this nigga know what time it is.
Quote. We'll keep you updated online as we learn more.
Nigga, they gave you 43 seconds. So it's clear the news is like, we don't want to give this nigga no motherfucking real publicity. Because this, I'm about to show you this other one, 26 seconds. They gave this nigga 26 seconds. Then we getting ready to read this Fat Joe shit. And then probably touch on no jumper crashing out. $26 motherfucking seconds.
Internet personality Brian Liver King Johnson was arrested in Austin for making terroristic threats against podcast host Joe Rogan. In posts on Instagram, Johnson called out Rogan, saying, quote, "We're coming to you," end quote, and challenged him to a fight. After police were alerted.
$20,000 bond, that ain't shit to this nigga. He could have posted, instead of just the 2,000 he most likely had to give up, he could have gave the whole 20 bands and it wouldn't have hurt him.
To those threats, they say they found Johnson at a downtown hotel. He was taken into custody but has since been released on bond.
Nigga, they gave you 26 seconds. Yeah, he out. Diabolical sit down air. You already know this nigga sit down air is of the low quality. And that's on a good day. That's why I was like, that's why they thought about it. I was like, yeah, let him shit here because he gonna fuck that whole cell up. I mean, just ugh. Pepper, don't start, nigga. I will blow this smoke right in you. Get your whole ass on, nigga. See, April smoke. Pepper don't smoke. Trying to come over here that bullshit. Don't start that shit, nigga. This nigga, bro. And he really don't say why. I guess Joe did talk shit, but bro, this just feels like a whole publicity stunt. But he looked bad. You see what I'm saying? It's like it was a planned publicity stunt, but he looks really bad. He looked like he really needs some help, bro. Like his mental seems to be deteriorating a tad. But Joe Rogan, I say you stomp this nigga out. That's how y'all UFC niggas always tell me y'all supposed to settle these differences inside the octagon. Stomp this nigga out, Joe. Wait, Joe, you telling me you can't beat this nigga because he on roids? I mean, I'll let it slide if you come out and say that, but I gotta be honest, nigga, you should be able to do this nigga even though he's juiced out of his mind. You should put this nigga in a rear naked choke until this nigga shits all over himself. Good night, Bob. Make sure you get up and eat a nice, healthy serving of bull balls in the morning. I got one more news report, and then I'm going to Fat Joe. That is true, Asen. Rogan be juicing too. Which it is what it is. I don't like unless it's your job, unless your job tells you can't juice, I don't really look at it like that. Like, you know, like Ashton Hall's probably juicing. Well, I know he's juicing. And I don't look at it like that. Only problem I have is when you juicing and you trying to convince people it's natural. If you just come out and say you juicing, me personally, I don't give a fuck unless you in sports, because that's considered cheating in sports. But if you just like some influencer, I don't think you should do it because of the complete toll it takes on your body. But I don't look at it like the same way that, if, you know, you was doing it in sports.
Out of headlines, the fitness influencer known as the Liver King is accused of making threats against podcaster and comedian Joe Rogan.
Whatever you say, Bob.
Johnson is facing terroristic threat charges. Police saying videos posted on Instagram, Johnson challenged Rogan to a fight. Johnson even posting an Instagram video of his arrest. Austin police say investigators reviewed the post and said Johnson was traveling.
Hold on, who is this cop with these tight ass pants on?
To Austin while continuing to make threatening.
She out here trying to get chose. She trying to cheat her way to a body.
Statements. Detectives say they contacted Rogan, who said he had never had.
What the fuck is TRT?
Any interaction with Johnson, but that he did consider the post to be threatening. Johnson has since bonded out of jail.
Nigga, you couldn't even get a full minute of news coverage, bro. I truly wonder why the police went and locked him up. That's why I have to believe it was Joe. Because it's hard for me to believe that just like they were watching it or just some fan watching it. And by fan, that either means a fan of him or Joe. Watching this shit went and told. And the cops took it serious. It feels like Joe just went ahead and was like, go pick that nigga up. Not the UC was out there in jeggings and no bra. Testosterone replacement therapy. Shit, I ain't never heard of that. Learn something new every day. So what, we got like 8 more pages left in Joe because we on page 67 when we ended. The fucking Liver King. I haven't even watched that Netflix joint yet. I may have to watch it. But I mean, I really care about watching as much as I care about watching Straw. I've tried to get myself to watch Straw and I just haven't done it yet. I did get to go to a parade yesterday though. It was fun. Dude is clearly off his rocker. They better do something. When Joe beats the crap out of him, he will have the paper trail. Now, I will give Joe that. Because Joe probably is thinking, you know I could whoop this nigga ass. And maybe if the nigga wasn't acting so fucking like insane with it, maybe Joe would have took the bait. But he's acting so fucking psychotic. Or it's just kind of like, you know, I don't know what you gonna do. I mean, you sound like you want the one-on-one, but you also sound insanely crazy. Let me read Joe's Instagram post one more time before we finish reading this shit. Let me read Fat Joe's Instagram post one more time. I've been tested the last few months. I've lost my big brother, my father, my mother, and now I'm fighting against these disgusting lies. But please know I will not break and I will never back down. I've had individuals in my circle take my love and kindness for weakness. But how many times must we forgive them? I've had people steal from me, grow jealous of me, lie on me. Through it all, me and my family are the ones stuck dealing with the consequences of their bad decisions. If you get fired for doing something wrong, just take the L and live with it. But instead, they plot on your downfall as they watch you move on with your life. They decide to go after one of the things you value the most, your reputation. They figure they can make up the most insane stories, and if they threaten you with a lawsuit, then you'll pay, and then they'll feel like they finally won. Well, let me pause right there. Joe, here's the problem with saying that, though. Ain't no nigga getting ready to threaten you with fake stories. Especially a nigga that we don't know. In my opinion. Problem with your theory, I've never let anyone on the streets extort me, so how would I ever let a crooked attorney and a coward ex-hype man extort me? I'm from the Bronx. Mr. Tyrone Blackburn, attorney at law, since you want the clout, we will finish you in court. The time of lawyers using their law license as a badge to extort people and destroy families with no evidence is over. I'm not the one. You've messed with the wrong one this time. Joseph, Fat Joe, Cartagena. Cartagena! All right, nigga, you got it. Let's continue with defendant Cartagena's use of burner phone ending in 1330. Throughout his working relationship with defendant Cartagena, plaintiff personally observed defendant Cartagena's routine use of a burner phone ending in 1330, which was used exclusively for communications. Defendant Cartagena wished to keep off the record and disconnected from his public or business telecommunications. Defendant Cartagena utilized this burner phone to secretly communicate with underage girls and other impressionable individuals, many of whom were transported across state lines to accompany him on tour, attend private events, or engage in sexual acts, coordinate with sex traffickers and enforcers, specifically defendants Pistol Pete and Rich Player, to facilitate the grooming movement and the exploitation of victims. Relay sensitive enterprise directives, including instructions concerning violence, retaliation, and concealment of illicit activity. Defendant Cartagena regularly replaced the burner phone every few months. The phone was used only for high-risk enterprise-related conversations and was concealed during public appearances. Knowledge of its existence was limited to the defendant Cartagena's inner circle, reinforcing its role as a covert tool for coordinating criminal activity. The deliberate use of burner phones for trafficking-related communication is a known operational tactic among organized criminal enterprises. It enables compartmentalization, evasion of wiretap surveillance, and insulation of leadership figures from direct accountability for trafficking and violence. Subpoenaed telecommunication records and metadata associated with the 31330 number are expected to confirm patterns of use that align with the defendant's event schedule, travel itineraries, hotel reservations, and contact with known enforcers and victims. See, part of the reason why I think Joe is saying all this shit publicly is because he got to deal with his bitch at home. Like, Joe, if they can prove this phone shit, bro, like, the feds are coming, man. These records are anticipated to establish a direct evidentiary link between defendant Cartagena and the orchestration of sex trafficking, enterprise violence, and obstruction of justice. Pistol Pete and Rich Players recorded attempts to lure plaintiff into a violent trap. In retaliation for plaintiff's public disclosures concerning the coercive, violent, and fraudulent conduct of defendant Cartagena and his enterprise, senior enforcers Pistol Pete and Rich Player initiated a coordinated effort to set plaintiff up for retaliatory assault or potential execution. These actions were carried out through recorded phone calls made to a mutual associate named Percy, whom the enterprise believed could be used to draw plaintiff into a trap. During these recorded conversations, Rich Player and Pistol Pete invoked defendant Cartagena's anger and frustration with plaintiff, referring to plaintiff as having violated the family and crossed a line that could not be forgiven. Torres, which is Pistol Pete, described plaintiff's actions as beyond repair and explicitly pushed Percy to arrange for a private meeting with plaintiff, framing it as necessary act of discipline. And we already read this part, but I'll finish it out. Fuck it. The phone calls included repeated use of coded enterprise language. Terms such as pound them out, bring them in, and get at them were well understood within the enterprise to signify a directive for physical violence. These phrases often preceded beatings, retaliatory attacks, and other acts of targeted enforcement. The conversations taken together reflect the premeditated nature of the retaliation and demonstrate that such actions were not rogue initiatives, but instead authorized and condoned at the highest levels of the enterprise. With the knowledge, approval, and likely instruction of defendant Cartagena himself. Disturbed by the escalating nature of the request, Percy ultimately refused to cooperate and preserve the call recordings. These recordings now serve as primary evidence of conspiracy to commit witness retaliation and obstruction, violations of 18 U.S.C. 1512b, federal witness tampering and intimidation through threats, and attempted physical retaliation against a known victim and potential witness. New York Penal Law 105.15, conspiracy in the second degree based on an agreement to commit a Class A felony, including murder in the second degree, 125.25, gang assault in the first degree, 120.07, assault in the first degree, 120.10, intimidating a victim or witness in the first degree, 125.17. Here's my question. Wouldn't it be murder in the first degree though too? Yeah, Joe about to go lay down, Freedom. This shit reads a million times worse than Diddy. I've already said that, and I'm gonna stand on that. Florida statute 777.04, criminal solicitation and attempt to commit violent felonies, including murder and aggravated assault. These threats and attempted attacks demonstrate how the Cartagena enterprise weaponized a strict internal loyalty code and street-based hierarchy to carry out organized retaliation against anyone perceived as a threat to defend Cartagena's personal, legal, or reputational standing. Retaliatory violence was not occasional, but institutional, central to how the enterprise functioned and maintained internal discipline. Defendants directed assault on rapper DMX in Miami, Florida. Defendant Cartagena's use of violence extended beyond his internal crew. In one incident in Miami, Florida, defendant ordered plaintiff and another associate, Raul, to confront and physically assault the rapper DMX, RIP Earl Simmons, following a verbal dispute between DMX and someone in defendant's circle. The defendant viewed the altercation as an act of public disrespect and ordered immediate retaliation. He instructed plaintiff saying, quote, "If he acts up, take the hammer." The phrase "take the hammer" was understood within the enterprise as authorization to use a firearm, not simply engage in a verbal or physical confrontation. Although plaintiff ultimately diffused the encounter and avoided a violent outcome, his compliance in initiating the confrontation under threat of enterprise reprisal highlights that defendant's orders were non-negotiable. Within the structure of the Cartagena enterprise, verbal directives from the defendant, especially those involving threats of violence, were treated as mandatory. The defendant's conduct in this incident independently supports multiple predicate acts of racketeering under federal and state law, including 18 U.S.C. 1959 A3, attempted assault in aid of racketeering, Florida Statute 782.04 and 777.04, attempted murder and criminal solicitation under Florida law. New York Penal Law 105.15 and 120.1, conspiracy and attempted assault, given that the order originated within the defendant's criminal enterprise and could have been executed across jurisdictions. This incident is part of a broader pattern in which defendant Cartagena employed trusted subordinates like plaintiff to carry out retaliatory attacks. These acts were not isolated or impulsive. They were strategic and methodically issued to assert dominance and protect defendant's status in the entertainment industry. That pattern also includes an alleged murder for hire plot targeting Curtis Jackson, aka 50 Cent, detailed below. All right, now where did we? Okay, so we read the Kill All Rats, so it must have been like 76 where we was at, where we left off, not 67. Yeah, because we read this. Nigga try to clap 50. All right, this is probably where we was at right here. The Cartagena enterprise maintained discipline, suppressed dissent, and enforced loyalty through a persistent and calculated use of violence. This violence was not random. It was strategic, directed, and often premeditated. Defendant Cartagena regularly issued orders that resulted in serious bodily harm or death, using surrogates and coded language to insulate himself while asserting dominance across the enterprise. Examples of enforcement violence include Miami incident, teenagers ordered to attack. In Miami, defendant Cartagena ordered 2 teenage boys to assault a man who had inadvertently walked through a group affiliate with the enterprise. You petty like this? The man armed in self-defense fatally shot both teams. Whoa. You allegedly sent 2 teams to go confront somebody and they got burnt? Shit. The man armed in self-defense fatally shot both teams. Their deaths were a foreseeable outcome of the defendant's coercive leadership style, which normalized confrontation and violence as acceptable forms of conflict resolution and loyalty enforcement. Cafe Ketchup and Sing Sing events. The enterprise coined the phrase Cafe Ketchup to reference a retaliatory stabbing that occurred after an altercation involving enterprise member JB. Another incident involved a murder for which, according to defendant's admissions, another individual is now serving a life sentence in Sing Sing Correctional Facility. A conviction defendant has openly mocked, boasting that, quote, they could never pin it on me, end quote. Defendant Cartagena repeatedly glorified violence and normalized its use by embedding it in coded language. Within the enterprise, phrases like pound them out, which is physical assault, matoned in, which is kill them, and ketchup, stab, slash, were understood as direct commands to act violently. These coded terms allowed the defendant to direct attacks while concealing his role from outside scrutiny and law enforcement. Recorded retaliation attempts against plaintiff. After plaintiff began publicly speaking out about the enterprise misconduct, senior members Pistol Pete and Rich Player initiated a targeted plan to lure plaintiff into a violent trap. Their actions were premeditated and recorded in a series of calls to mutual associate Percy, whom they sought to use as bait. During the calls, Pistol Pete and Rich Player referred to plaintiff as a traitor, cited defendant Cartagena's outrage over plaintiff's disclosures, and made it clear that plaintiff had to be dealt with. They pressed Percy to help coordinate an in-person meeting under pretenses, expressing that the situation had escalated, quote, too far to fix, end quote. These recorded calls illustrate the organized and retaliatory nature of the enterprise's enforcement practices. The use of coded threats such as pound them out and bring them in was consistent with other acts of violence and intimidation carried out under the defendant's command. These efforts to silence plaintiff constitute witness intimidation and obstruction of justice in violation of 18 U.S.C. 1512b and qualify as racketeering acts under 18 U.S.C. 1961 1b. They also support plaintiff's claim of unlawful retaliation under the Trafficking Victims Protection Act, specifically 18 U.S.C. 1591d. Illicit communications and burner phone use. In furtherance of the enterprise's unlawful objectives, defendant Cartagena maintained a burner phone ending in 1330, which plaintiff personally observed in use. The phone was kept separate from defendant's public devices and reserved for high-risk enterprise-related communications. Defendant used this burner phone to communicate with underage girls and arrange secret meetings in advance of out-of-town trips, performances, or hotel stays, coordinated trafficking logistics with known enforcers, including Pistol Pete and Rich Player, issue sensitive directives related to violence, retaliation, and enforcement while avoiding traceability. The defendant routinely replaced the burner device every few months, and it was known only to a select group of trusted insiders. The secrecy surrounding this phone, its pattern of use, and its intentional separation from defendant's official communication channels demonstrate a deliberate effort to evade law enforcement surveillance and obstruct future investigations. The use of burner phones and coded communications is consistent with the operational tactics of RICO Enterprises. It supports plaintiffs' allegations that the Cartagena enterprise functioned with intent, coordination, and concealment necessary to sustain illegal operations over a prolonged period. Prior conviction confirms enterprise knowledge and intent. Defendant Cartagena's prior federal tax conviction is highly probative of the enterprise's operational knowledge and intent. On or about December 20th, 2012, in the U.S. District Court of the District of New Jersey, the defendant pleaded guilty to 2 counts of willfully failing to file income tax returns in violation of 26 U.S.C. 7203. According to publicly available records, including court filings and Department of Justice releases, the defendant earned over $3.7 million between 2007 and 2010 through Terror Squad Productions, Merrimack Music Touring, and FJTS Corps. He failed to file tax returns for multiple years and took no action to correct his obligations until criminally charged. Defendant was sentenced to 4 months in federal prison, fined $15,000 in order to repay $718,038 in back taxes. This conviction confirms the defendant's knowledge of federal reporting laws and demonstrates his willingness to engage in concealment schemes to protect enterprise revenue. Instead of reforming, defendant publicly embraced his conviction, transforming it into a branding opportunity by releasing music, referencing federal charges, and boasting to others, including plaintiff, that, quote, the feds could never touch him, end quote. This attitude reflects not remorse, but calculated bravado and normalized criminality within the enterprise's culture. The defendant's tax conviction and subsequent conduct provide concrete evidence of both closed-ended continuity through past related offenses and open-ended continuity through ongoing financial concealment and enterprise operations, thereby supporting the pattern element required under 18 U.S.C. 1961, 5, and 1962. The causes of action. Now, look, we ain't got to read the causes of action because we already read all the shit, right? Joe, you understand that it ain't just him and his lawyer that wrote this. You do understand the feds wrote this for them, right? You do at least understand that part. You understand this part, Joe. The feds wrote this, my nigga. That nigga didn't write this shit. The feds wrote this. So I'll just give you the title. I ain't gonna read through all of them, like all through them, but the titles. They looking at you for forced labor, sex trafficking by coercion, and with minors involved, venture liability and pattern-based enterprises, which building that RICO, Roc Nation's role as venture participant under 18 U.S.C. 1595A. Okay, I will read this Roc Nation part. Beginning in or around 2017, Roc Nation LLC knowingly benefited financially from and substantially participated in the trafficking venture that exploited plaintiff. Roc Nation managed defendant Cartagena's touring catalog and business infrastructure and collected a fixed 10% share of all enterprise earnings, regardless of whether Roc Nation generated the revenue. I did not know you was running with Roc Nation like this, Joe. Roc Nation acted through its appointed accounting agent, BDO, which handled payroll structuring, W-2 issuance, and tax classification. BDO knowingly created falsified W-2 pay stubs for plaintiff while simultaneously misclassifying him as a 1099 contractor for IRS filings. This dual record scheme deprived plaintiff of health care, overtime, and labor protections under federal and state law. These acts carried out under Roc Nation's supervision constitute participation in a trafficking venture under 18 U.S.C. 1595A. Roc Nation's financial and managerial involvement sustained the coercive conditions under which plaintiff was held. Roc Nation's refusal to rectify the known exploitation, followed by retaliatory legal action, further confirms its knowing participation. Upon assuming control of defendant Cartagena's touring, publishing, merchandising, and accounting operations, Roc Nation received at least 10% of all income earned by defendant Cartagena, including revenue derived from performances, songwriting, and commercial releases that relied on plaintiff's coerced and unpaid labor. Appointed its long-standing accounting firm, BDO, to oversee defendant Cartagena's financial structure, including payroll, royalty tracking, expense allocations, and tax reporting, directed and ratified a fraudulent misclassification scheme whereby BDO, acting under Roc Nation's authority, issued plaintiff falsified W-2 pay stubs while simultaneously classifying him as an independent 1099 contractor for tax purposes. I'll tell you this, Roc Nation, they better be lying. Lennox, what's happening? Roc Nation, you better be lying, or they better be lying. Because that fucking with Uncle Sam's money will bring down any conglomerate, including Roc Nation. And this is the fake pay stub. Alleged fake pay stub. Knowingly deprived plaintiff of Fake pay stub. Knowingly deprive plaintiff of employee protections, including access to overtime pay, health care contributions, unemployment insurance, and statutory wage remedies, while using W-2 records to mislead government entities and suppress litigation risk. Obscured the true nature of plaintiff's employment status, creating legal ambiguity that enabled the enterprise to coerce continued labor through threats of economic ruin and professional isolation. Satisfying the definition of serious harm under 18 U.S.C. 1589. Willfully refused to investigate internal complaints and financial discrepancies despite having the authority to correct course, thus ratifying the forced labor system maintained by the enterprise. Supported and or initiated retaliatory litigation against plaintiff and his counsel after they disclosed trafficking and labor coercion, further entrenching Roc Nation's participation in suppressing whistleblowing. Roc Nation's financial benefit was not incidental. It profited directly from the misappropriated value of plaintiff's labor and creative output. Its active oversight of defendant Cartagena's finances through BDO and his role in directing payroll misclassification and fraudulent reporting make it civilly liable under the TVPA as a venture participant. Numerous courts have held that venture participants need not have perpetrated the trafficking directly to incur liability under 1595A. Oh shit, Jay. It is sufficient that they knowingly benefited and had reason to know of the underlying abuse. See MA versus Wyndham Hotels and Resorts, Inc. 5 or 425F sub 3D 959, 970 through 72, Southern District, Ohio, 2019. Doe versus Twitter, Inc. 555 F sub 3D 889, 924, Northern District, California. Hey. 2021. Roc Nation's conduct falls squarely within this framework. Congress explicitly prohibits conspiracies and trafficking ventures under 1594C, recognizing that the structure and facilitation of trafficking may be as culpable as the act itself. See United States versus Wayland, 841 F3D 823 825 through 26, 9th Circuit, 2016. In other words, the law targets the trafficking venture itself, not just individual acts. Here, the Cartagena Enterprises' coordinated campaign of transporting, manipulating, and exploiting victims squarely falls within the scope of the TVPA. These facts therefore support venture liability under 1595, akin to the liability imposed on facilitators in Doe v. MindGeek, holding web platforms liable for profiting from coerced sexual conduct or content, and in MAV Wyndham Hotels, holding hotel franchisers potentially liable for turning a blind eye to trafficking on their premises. The defendant and his associates not only directly perpetrated trafficking acts, but knowingly benefited from this venture through sexual access, coerced labor, financial control, and public image maintenance, which 1595 explicitly forbids. Roc Nation, man, y'all, bro. Oh, shit. Pattern of exploitation. The scope of trafficking extended by beyond plaintiff. Defendant's known pattern of grooming, transporting, and sexually exploiting underage girls as part of his circle further substantiates a pattern of trafficking conduct, enhancing the credibility and severity of plaintiff's claims. In addition to being a direct victim of defendant's coercive conduct, plaintiff personally observed defendant engage in a pattern and practice of exploiting other individuals, particularly underage women, under circumstances that mirror the tactics used against him. Over more than a decade, plaintiff witnessed defendant groom, isolate, and sexually exploit minors. So why are you telling now? Because you was hoping to get your bread. I got you. Often under the pretense of mentorship, access, or career advancement in the music industry. These minors were transported across state and national borders by or at the defendant's direction. Defendant exercised control over their lodging, finances, movements, and sexual availability, creating a coercive dynamic in which continued access and survival were conditioned on compliance. Plaintiff's first-hand observations confirmed that defendant's actions were not isolated or circumstantial, but part of a structured venture wherein defendant exploited individuals, both male and female, for sexual, emotional, and long labor-based gain. These acts closely resemble the coercive trafficking systems found actionable in Doe v. MindGeek, USA Inc. 558 F sub 3D 828, Central District, California, 2021, and United States versus Ray, 2022, U.S. District, Lexus 212725, Southern District, New York. These facts support enterprise liability under 18 U.S.C. 1595, which holds liable not only those who engage in direct trafficking, but also those who knowingly benefit from participation in a venture that traffics others. The defendant financially benefited from the coerced labor, sexual access, and loyalty-based control he maintained through this system. Damages and relief. As a direct proximate result of defendant's violations of 18 U.S.C. 1589 and 1591, plaintiff suffered over $610,000 in unpaid wages and withheld per diem, loss of authorship credit, royalties, and back-end publishing revenue. Severe emotional distress, including symptoms of PTSD, depression, and anxiety, reputational harm, and career sabotage from systemic erasure and coercion. According to 18 U.S.C. 1595, plaintiff is entitled to compensatory damages, treble damages, punitive damages for willful and malicious conduct, attorney's fees, and litigation costs. Equitable relief, including a declaratory judgment affirming his authorship interest in works he co-created, a constructive trust over all royalties and back-end revenue derived from his labor. An injunction prohibiting the defendant from continued exploitation, retaliation, or use of works derived from coerced contributions. The plaintiff also seeks prejudgment interest at 9% per annum, according to New York law, and post-judgment interest under 28 U.S.C. 1961. Joe, what is this, bro? Unjust enrichment. For more than 16 years, plaintiff provided defendant with creative, logistical, and performance-related services that directly enhance defendant's financial earnings, public image, and brand reputation. These services included songwriting, co-authorship, and vocal performance on at least 18 commercially released tracks, live performance support as a full-time hype man at more than 200 shows, security and logistical support during domestic and international tours, studio collaboration, artistic direction, and contributions to defendant's branding and image development. These services generated significant commercial and reputational benefits for defendant, including touring revenue, streaming royalties, publishing income, and enhanced public credibility. Despite this, defendant compensated plaintiff only marginally, typically $250 per show, and intentionally withheld back-end compensation, royalty shares, and public credit. The defendant received direct economic benefits from these services, including revenue from digital streams, physical sales, and licensing to plaintiff's uncredited music, tour income supported by plaintiff's live performance contributions, publishing advances, and royalties from works authored or co-authored by plaintiff. The commercial and brand value derived from plaintiff's labor and onstage persona. Defendant retained these benefits without providing fair market compensation or formal recognition, despite repeatedly soliciting plaintiff labor with the understanding that plaintiff would be paid and credited accordingly. Joe, why didn't you just pay this nigga, bro? Like, really? Why didn't you just pay this nigga? This shit is just, I want to say this nigga lying, Joe, but the problem is this shit is so fucking laid out. That's why I'm like, it's so laid out that I feel the feds wrote this. Defendant continues to benefit from the ongoing exploitation of plaintiff's contributions through digital platforms such as Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, and PRO registrations. These works are still generating revenue without attribution or compensation to plaintiff. Plaintiff's lyrical and vocal contributions, though undisputed by insiders and evident to listeners, remain unacknowledged in performance rights organizations. Databases, publishing statements, and digital metadata. Just get a nigga his credit. Like, this is so stupid, Joe. The defendant's continued refusal to provide compensation or credit constitutes a continuing act of unjust enrichment. See Corsello versus Verizon, New York, Inc., 18, New York, 3rd District, 777, 790. 2012, unjust enrichment lies as a quasi-contract claim where there is no legal contract, but fairness demands compensation. Equity and good conscience. The plaintiff's work was neither volunteer nor incidental. Defendant solicited, relied upon, and retained it with the knowledge that plaintiff expected to be compensated fairly based on repeated assurances and industry standards. See Clark v. Dabby, 380 2D 732 3D Department 2002. Unjust enrichment may be imposed where services were rendered with an expectation of compensation. By retaining these benefits and excluding plaintiff from credit and compensation, defendant was unjustly enriched at plaintiff's expense. Courts have recognized similar enrichment in cases involving unacknowledged labor and diverted compensation. See K v. Grossman, 202 F3D 611 616, 2nd Circuit 2000. Holding that a party may recover unjust enrichment even absent a contract when one party receives benefits that rightfully belong to another. Yep, Joe. So they already prepared for you to be like, y'all never had a contract. The commercial value of the work wrongfully retained by defendant far exceeds $570,000 and includes royalty streams from plaintiff's co-written tracks, back-end touring income based on misallocated budgeting, lost licensing opportunities, streaming, digital, and performance revenue from platforms such as Spotify, Apple Music, BMI/ASCAP, and YouTube. Defendant actively concealed financial records, withheld royalty participation, and denied plaintiff access to contractual documentation, all while retaining the benefits of plaintiff's labor. Equity and good conscience do not permit defendant to retain plaintiff's authorship shares in commercially released music, revenue from back-end touring and performance agreements, royalties, licensing income, and intellectual property rights derived from plaintiff's labor and likeness, reputational capital that defendant accrued in part through plaintiff's creative identity and performance presence. Plaintiff seeks the following relief for defendant's unjust enrichment: restitution in an amount to be determined at trial, but no less than $610,000. Disgorgement of all profits, royalties, and publishing revenue wrongfully retained by defendant. Constructive trust over all intellectual property and financial streams derived from plaintiff's creative works. Prejudgment interest at the statutory rate of 9% per annum, according to CPLR 5001 and 5004. Cost of suit, including attorney's fees, and equitable accounting of all publishing, touring, and licensing revenue connected to plaintiff's contributions. The plaintiff further seeks an accounting of the full financial benefit derived from his labor and a constructive trust on any rights, copyrights, royalties, or profits traceable to his work. Equity and good conscience require that defendant not be permitted to retain the benefits derived from plaintiff's labor, particularly where those benefits were obtained through deception, exclusion, and retaliation. Joe, the feds wrote this, bro. Count 3 is Quantum Meruit. Like, come on, bro. Joe, they set you up. You should have just paid the money. That better not be on you on the Instagram page, I'll tell you that. Count 4 is fraudulent concealment. Count 5 is constructive trust. Count 6, fraudulent misrepresentation. Count 7, civil RICO. A civil RICO is wild business. The Cartagena Enterprise. Look at the family tree, bro. They got a family tree of you, Joe. Wild business. Rich player payment gatekeeping. Yeah, I gotta read this. Payment gatekeeping and threat facilitation. Hit the like button. Rich player functioned as a financial controller and communications liaison for the enterprise. He facilitated off-the-books wage disbursement, obstructed payments to enterprise victims, and acted as a messenger for retaliation and violent enforcement. Rich player is directly implicated in attempting to lure plaintiff into a trap through recorded witness intimidation, serving as a gatekeeper for performance payments, withholding earnings, and executing strategic delays. Facilitating enterprise intimidation in coordination with Pistol Pete and others, Rich player conduct qualifies as racketeering under activity under 18 U.S.C. 1512, obstruction and retaliation, 18 U.S.C. 1343, wire fraud related to falsified earnings, 18 U.S.C. 1961, 1B, extortion and labor fraud. As a high-level operational participant, Rich player enabled the enterprise's financial manipulation and enforcement infrastructure, functioning as a critical spoke in the defendant's wheel of coercion. The lawyer. Bitch, if you get disbarred, and you ain't even allowed to practice in Miami right now, in Florida. Sneaker addict touring. Y'all was getting PPPs and laundering it. Pattern of racketeering activity. Joe, you should have just paid this nigga, bro. Either that or bought him a couple Hungry Jack dinners. Trafficking by coercion, witness tampering, intimidation of victims and retaliation, attempted, redacted, and conspiracy to commit violence. So you try to catch a body. Loyalty, Fat Joe. Predicate Act 5 Cafe Ketchup incidents. So stabbed up a nigga. Predicate Act 6 attempted assault of rapper Mac Main. Oh, that's right. Y'all did fuck up Mac Main. Predicate Act 7 money laundering and tax evasion. They didn't even have no predicate acts like that for Diddy shit. Predicate Act 8 commercial fraud and unfair competition. Shit. How many more, bro? You like working here? Then shut your mouth. Joe, you wild. Predicate Act 9, interstate transportation of females for sexual exploitation. Bro, them minor chicks might fuck you up, Joe. Public use of ketchup to signal stabbing. Tory Lane statement. Fed R. EVID 801D 2A, supporting predicate under 18 USC 1959 1512. RICO predicate 18 USC 1961 1A as corroborative of violent enforcement pattern. Defendant Cartagena created and routinely used coded language within the Cartagena enterprise to instruct and describe violent enforcement acts. Chief among these was the term ketchup, a euphemism used to signify that someone should be stabbed. The term was known and understood by enterprise members to be defendant Cartagena's directive for violence, often delivered as give them ketchup, or after the fact described as someone having caught ketchup. In a recorded public conversation with fellow rapper Jadakiss, defendant Cartagena, an unsolicited comment referring to the stabbing of artist Tory Lanez in custody. He said, sad news in hip hop. Tory Lanez caught ketchup, stabbed 14 times in the yard. Jadakiss in this motherfucking exchange has me in tears. Because Jadakiss knew what that nigga did and tried to help him, and he wasn't hearing it. Fat Joe, you know, sad news in hip hop. Tory Lanez caught ketchup. Jadakiss, what? Tory Lanez got stabbed 14 times in the yard. Oh yeah, man, it's sad. Your slang today is off. Why the fuck would Jadakiss say your slang today is off? Good night, Ham Dog. Because Jada know what that shit means and knows that shit's supposed to be secret. Uh-oh. Fat Joe, yo, what do you want? Jadakiss, your slang is out of this world. Fat Joe, no. Jadakiss, no, I heard that. No, on a serious note, Jada, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like number 2. I like number 1. I'm bringing out the vocabulary that, on a serious note, though, this nigga trying to change the subject again. That number 1 vocab, when Jadakiss questioned the phrase, defendant Cartagena doubled down, referring to the expression, my number 1 vocab, effectively confirming that ketchup was of his own creation and well understood within his circle. And Jadakiss was appearing to be that way as well. The public usage corroborates plaintiffs' allegations that the term ketchup was used by defendant Cartagena to signal real-world violence, including the Cafe Ketchup, John Doe. The coded directives were issued in witness intimidation efforts via associates like Pistol Pete and Rich Player. While this statement may not be an independent criminal offense in itself, it is admissible as a party admission under Fed R. Evid 801 D2A and serves as powerful corroboration that defendant Cartagena coined the term, used it operationally within the enterprise, and viewed its violent implication as a badge of leadership. This publication or public confirmation of enterprise slang directly supports predicate acts related to attempted murder and assault in aid of racketeering, 18 U.S.C. 1959, witness retaliation and obstruction, 18 U.S.C. 1512. It also demonstrates the defendant's awareness, authorship, and embrace of the language used to direct enterprise violence. These acts form part of the enterprise's pattern of sexual exploitation and serves as evidence of the Cartagena enterprise's ongoing use of travel-based coercion, concealment, and psychological domination to further defendant Cartagena's private gratification and control of loyalty within the enterprise. This predatory structure supports a finding that defendant Cartagena's enterprise was not merely artistic, it was an ongoing racketeering operation that included sex trafficking, wire fraud, labor theft, and violent enforcement. As in United States v. Marcus 628 F3D 36 2nd Circuit 2010 and Callahan 801 F3D 606 6th Circuit 2015, the defendant's pattern of targeting vulnerable individuals through coercion, fear, and domination satisfies the predicate elements of RICO liability. Predicate Act 11, structuring and laundering through shell companies. Bruh, they might have you, Joe. Predicate Act 12, wage theft, obstruction, and off-book payments. TA's money didn't hit my account yet. I cannot pay him. He's a little upset. Joe needs to start paying these guys before they get on the plane. Why didn't you just pay this nigga, Joe? Plaintiff with exaggerated taxable income that bore no resemblance to the cash amounts he received. Quote, he wasn't paying that, but we had to make it look like it. We sent those pay stubs for tax filings. Nigga, the accountants running their mouth, nigga. Wow, Joe. Predicate Act 13, conspiracy to murder, 50 Cent assassination plot, statutes violated 18 U.S.C. 1959 A5, violent crimes and in aid of racketeering, attempted murder, 18 U.S.C. 371, conspiracy to commit a federal offense. Florida statute 782.04, 777.04, murder and attempt. New York penal law 105.15, 125.25, RICO predicate 18 U.S.C. 1961 1A. Nigga, you tried to kill Curtis. Curtis! Key participants: defendant Cartagena, unnamed enforcers, associates, and assassins. Location: Miami, Florida, 50 Cent, New York City, winter approximately 2006 to 2007. Description of conduct: defendant Cartagena engaged in a calculated and premeditated conspiracy to murder rapper Curtis Jackson, known professionally as 50 Cent. Around the winter 2006 to 2007, defendant Cartagena was residing in Miami when he received a call reporting 50 Cent's presence at a New York venue. Defendant Cartagena ordered the hit, but 50 Cent was surrounded by Navy SEAL type security, and the would-be assassins were afraid to make the attempt. Enraged, defendant Cartagena openly admitted to placing a bag on 50 Cent's head, street slang for a bounty, and expressed frustration that he had not yet succeeded in executing the plot. He told associates that he'd been, quote, trying to get this nigga for a minute, end quote, and lamented the failure of his terror squad crew to carry out the hit despite multiple opportunities. Nigga, you need a Day of the Jackal type motherfucker for that. This admission occurred at defendant Cartagena's residence in Miami. The plaintiff was present when defendant Cartagena made these statements. The defendant was visibly distraught and shaking when discussing the plot's failure, suggesting not only intent and active planning, but also direct coordination with individuals acting on his behalf. The plot involved tracking 50 Cent's movements via his performance schedule and attempting to ambush him at multiple public venues. Despite the failure to carry out the assassination, defendant's statements confirm his role as the intellectual author and financier of a murder conspiracy designed to eliminate a perceived rival and solidify defendant's dominance within the entertainment industry and the criminal enterprise. Joe, you really tried to kill 50 like a decade ago. This attempted assassination is consistent with the enterprise's pattern of retaliatory violence against perceived disloyalty, disrespect, or competition. It also reinforces the enterprise's use of lethal violence as a means of control and fear across both the music industry and its illicit financial operations. These acts constitute conspiracy to commit murder in aid of racketeering under 18 U.S.C. 1959 A5. RICO predicate activity under 1961 1A due to the overt planning, declared intent, and enterprise-based motive. Nigga, this is crazy. Predicate Act 14, weaponized threats with firearms via law enforcement officer, agent, and armed associate. Statutes violated 18 U.S.C. 1959 A3, A5, violent crimes in aid of racketeering, 18 U.S.C. 924C, use and possession of a firearm in the furtherance of a crime of violence, New York Penal Law 265.01 through 265.03, criminal possession of a weapon and New York Penal Law 105.15, conspiracy in the second degree, RICO predicate 18 U.S.C. 1961 1A. Joe, you might be cooked. Further, defendant Cartagena boasted that he did not care whether Officer Doe was a Fed, declaring, "If I tell you to pull that gun out, you better pull it out and shoot." Officer Doe responded, "Don't worry, I got you." Joe, this nigga's telling on you. You had an actual cop? And a Fed? You a dummy. Fed's on the way, nigga. Predicate Act 15, sexual coercion and forced orgies at Market America events. Statutes violate 18 U.S.C. 1591, sex trafficking by coercion, 18 U.S.C. 1594C, conspiracy to commit sex trafficking, 18 U.S.C. 2422, coercion and enticement to travel for illegal sexual activity, Florida Statute 787.06, 796.07, sexual exploitation and human trafficking. New York Penal Law 230.34A, 130.4, sex trafficking of a child, sexual abuse. RICO predicate 18 USC 1961 1B. Key participants: defendant Cartagena Market America security staff, unnamed dancer for Jennifer Lopez tour, and what? And plaintiff John Doe's 1 through 5. Nigga, Joe, you out here wilding, bro. I gotta read this shit, because what happened here? Description of conduct. As part of the ongoing operation of the Cartagena enterprise, defendant Cartagena facilitated and orchestrated multiple sex trafficking events at corporate sponsored locations affiliated with Market America, a company for which he served as a public spokesperson. These events included the use of luxury properties such as the Market America mansion in Miami, Florida, and the Market America yacht, where plaintiff was coerced into participating in sexually degrading acts, including forced threesomes and orgies in front of defendant and others. On one such occasion, defendant Cartagena forced plaintiff to solicit a female attendee on the yacht. At the time, plaintiff was talking to one of Jennifer Lopez dancers on the yacht. Defendant Cartagena forced plaintiff to abandon his conversation and solicit a female attendee. Reluctantly, plaintiff obliged, as he knew from past experiences that defendant Cartagena wanted that woman to engage in a group sex act aboard the Market America yacht. The plaintiff, under pressure and threat of expulsion and financial retaliation, complied. The woman ultimately refused, prompting defendant Cartagena to shame plaintiff and escalate his sexual demands in later incidents. Upon information and belief at the Market America mansion, surveillance systems, security personnel, and corporate staff were present during instances where underage or recently turned 18 women were sexually exploited. Oh boy. Plaintiff was made to participate in multiple orgies while defendant Cartagena stood by, masturbated, and watched. Did he? Hold up. Using his position as psychological leverage to degrade both plaintiff and the victims. On another occasion, defendant Cartagena forced plaintiff to convince a woman in North Carolina whom plaintiff was dating to compel her 17-year-old daughter to spend time alone with defendant Cartagena in his hotel room during the North Carolina Market America event. This nigga got a pass, nigga. Wow, Joe. The mother initially rejected the request, stating that her daughter was a minor. Defendant Cartagena insisted that he only wanted to talk and chill with her daughter in private. The mother obliged because she's a fucking trifling bitch. And the minor child went with defendant Cartagena to his Market America sponsor hotel. Market America and its founder, Lauren Ridinger, have engulfed itself within the Cartagena enterprise as recently as 2023. Lauren Ridinger sponsored a 53rd birthday bash for defendant Cartagena on her $100 million mega yacht. Upon information and belief, the defendants Pistol Pete and Rich Player were both present. These acts were not isolated, but part of an orchestrated pattern of sexual coercion embedded in the defendant's enterprise culture. Market America, through its infrastructure, security, and employee oversight, knew or should have known that trafficking was occurring on its premises, particularly given that that rooms may have been equipped with surveillance cameras and corporate security. Upon information and belief, these acts constitute sex trafficking by coercion under and enticement under 18 USC 1591 and 2422, racketeering predicate acts under 18 USC 1961 1B, conspiracy to traffic persons under 1594 C involving multiple actors, and a pattern of conduct across Market America owned properties. Third-party liability for Market America under 18 USC 1595 and aiding and abetting principles due to the known facilitation of conditions under which trafficking occurred. This predicate act illustrates the integrated use of corporate sponsors and celebrity affiliations to mask and facilitate organized sexual exploitation, a cornerstone of the enterprise's racketeering structure. Oh, my Lord. Retaliatory termination, Predicate Act 16, retaliatory termination and sexual harassment cover-up at Up NYC. Predicate Act 17, violent assault and intimidation of Dre from Cool and Dre. Oh, Lord. Predicate Act 18, retail-based money laundering, racketeering, proceeds, and financial obstruction via Up NYC. Who is this ugly nigga? Defendant's Inner Circle and Up NYC store manager JB boasted online via his Instagram account Hovey Baby about luxury watches valued at nearly $100,000, extensive cash holdings, and extravagant lifestyle choices unsupported by any legitimate payroll or business earnings. Nigga, not you flossing money that you can't tell how you got it. Whoopty, we stepping. These ostentatious displays are not merely signs of excess, they are symptoms of a laundering infrastructure. The compensation model of Up NYC appears deliberately bifurcated. Ridiculous. Predicate Act 19, enterprise-wide threat messaging via social media. Statute, nigga, I forgot you did that too. Yeah, we read that shit. We let you live. You love your family, right? Fall back in 48 hours. You got 24 hours to think it over. The Don doesn't forget. Joe, you really be watching too many movies, nigga. Predicate Act 20, fraudulent backdating and ghost contracts. Joe, man, they trying to cook you, bro. They lying about all of this, Joe. Do you mean to tell me they're lying and they made all of this up? This is very detailed, nigga. Predicate Act 21, forced exhibitionism and psychological degradation. In Milwaukee, Joe insisted on running a train, forcing group sexual participation, while in Milwaukee, defendant Cartagena groped a Caucasian concert goer when he put his hands up the woman's skirt and grabbed her vagina. The woman was a guest of the plaintiff. TMZ article. Fat Joe investigated for sexual assault. Platinum selling rapper Fat Joe was detained by police in Madison, Wisconsin last night after a 33-year-old woman told cops that Joe and his entourage sexually assaulted her. Yikes. Miami and various. Joe forced a plaintiff to come to his hotel room to have sex with the woman he brought back after a concert. At that time, other members of TS were also present in the room. Plaintiff and the woman went to the bathroom and defendant kicked the door open and shouted to the group, "That nigga got a steak. Look at that nigga's dick." Oh, my Lord.
This the kidnappers again, man.
Man, stop saying that shit over the phone. Damn.
I can't say shit, can I?
Look at that nigga's dick. Get your dick hard, TA. Get your dick hard, TA. Man, what? Joe, he lying. He lying.
Pause.
One of the individuals in the room responded, "Yo, Joe, man, I'm not going to stand here and watch this nigga's dick." Vouch. Plaintiff, deeply uncomfortable, was routinely pressured to participate in sex acts under surveillance or in the presence of others, including defendant and other enterprise members. These acts were staged to demonstrate Joe's sexual control over both male and female victims and to test loyalty through force, vulnerability, and submission. Predicate Act 22, wire fraud, tax fraud, and coercive wage theft. The feds wrote this, nigga. Predicate Act 23, structuring wire fraud and laundering of enterprise proceeds through layered bank accounts. Nigga, they got all these checking account numbers and shit, nigga. They lying about all this, Joe. Predicate Act 24, payroll fraud, tax misclassification, and coercive financial structuring statutes. Coercive financial structuring. And then it goes on for the statutes violated. injury to plaintiff. As a direct and proximate result of defendant's operation of the Cartagena enterprise and the pattern of racketeering activity described herein, plaintiff Dixon sustained serious, ongoing, and compensable harm to both his business and property, as well as to his mental and physical well-being, including but not limited to economic losses, theft of at least $610,000 in touring income, per diem payouts, and performance revenue wrongfully retained by defendant over 16 years. Joe, this nigga is like, you owe him $600,000 for over 16 years. I just don't get why you didn't just pay this nigga, bro. Total exclude outside you just being a greedy bitch. Obviously, this is alleged. Total exclusion from royalty and back-end publishing income generated from plaintiff's contributions to commercial tracks, including but not limited to All the Way Up, Congratulations, and Cupcake. Loss of authorship rights and registration credit resulting in permanent erasure from performance rights organizations, ASCAP, BMI, royalty databases, and public-facing industry documentation. Reputational harm, deliberate suppression of plaintiff's contribution to defendant's career and discography, unlawful diversion of credit and professional opportunities, thereby damaging plaintiff's ability to secure future creative or commercial work in the music industry. Physical and psychological harm, credible threats of violence and murder from defendant's close associates, statements supported by direct recordings and personal accounts, intense and lasting psychological trauma, including anxiety, nightmares, humiliation, and PTSD because of physical intimidation, sexual coercion, isolation, and professional disenfranchisement. Disruption of plaintiff safety, requiring the engagement of personal security services, out-of-pocket expenditures, cost of hiring legal counsel, physical protection, ongoing therapy, and expenses related to collecting, preserving, and investigating the evidence of racketeering activity for use in these proceedings. These injuries are compensable under 18 U.S.C. 1964C, which authorizes recovery for any plaintiff injured in his business or property because of a RICO violation. The plaintiff's injuries are both economic and non-economic and are traceable to defendant's prolonged pattern of criminal exploitation. Relief requested under 18 U.S.C. 1964C. According to 18 U.S.C. 1964C and the inherent equitable powers of this court, plaintiff respectfully demands judgment against defendant as follows. Treble damages for all losses and injuries sustained by plaintiff due to the racketeering acts, including unpaid wages, misappropriated royalties, lost business opportunities, and suppressed professional standing. Compensatory and punitive damages for defendant's willful, malicious, and coercive conduct, including fraud, forced labor, retaliatory threats, and unjust enrichment. To reflect the seriousness of the economic, psychological, and reputational harm inflicted on plaintiff. Attorney's fees and costs, including fees incurred to investigate the enterprise, preserve evidence, pursue civil redress, and secure protective relief from continued enterprise threats. Equitable relief, including imposition of a constructive trust over all funds, royalties, publishing rights, and back-end revenue streams derived from plaintiff's contributions to defendant's discography, performances, and touring, including but not limited to rights associated with All the Way Up and other co-created tracks. Joe, if you owe this nigga money from All the Way Up, bro, this is sad. Declaratory judgment, confirming plaintiff's status as a rightful co-author and economic beneficiary of the works produced through his labor and creative contributions, declaring defendant liable for misrepresentation and misappropriation of authorship and income. A specific request that all corporate defendants be enjoined from further monetizing plaintiff's works. That Rock Nation LLC be compelled to account for all business dealings post 2017 involving Cartagena or any disputed royalties. That constructive trusts apply to all assets managed or distributed through Slate Inc. and Sneaker Addict Touring LLC. Permanent injunction enjoining defendant and all affiliate requests or agents, representatives, and enforcers from using, performing, distributing, or monetizing plaintiff's uncredited contributions, threatening or retaliating against plaintiff in any form, operating the Cartagena enterprise in a manner that harms plaintiff's remaining economic rights or personal safety. Plaintiff seeks any further relief that court deems just, equitable, and necessary to remedy the full scope of racketeering related injuries and to prevent future misconduct by the defendant and the enterprise. Joe, you in trouble, nigga. That little statement you wrote, nigga, you gotta do better than that, bro. Nigga, they got you on all this shit, nigga, and you didn't deny any of it in your statement. See, you'll tell me you denied it by saying, well, nigga, I told you they was lying. They was lying about what? They said a lot of shit. And they said a lot of shit in detail, nigga. And you trying to convince me that, yeah, they said all this shit in detail, but they lied. How did they get all of this shit? Joe, the feds wrote this, Joe. I need you to hear me and hear me good, fat boy. Nigga, this is going to be one messy ass situation. So this nigga ran over a process server. And that's the thing. I'm the first to admit, this Tyrone Blackburn nigga, the shit that we read last time and whatnot, which I'm about to put this story up. The shit that we read last time, like, this nigga, he doesn't have the greatest credibility in the world. But with that being said, this is a whole lot to make up. That's my whole thing. This is just a lot to fucking make up. You know what I mean? This is a ton to make up. That's why I feel like the feds wrote this shit and let this nigga have it. This is insane. Attorney for Fat Joe's former hype man arrested accused of hitting process server with his vehicle. Tyrone Blackburn, 40, was taken into custody Wednesday morning and booked on suspicion of assault. An attorney representing Fat Joe's former hype man was arrested Wednesday and accused of hitting a process server with his car in New York City. Attorney Tyrone Blackburn, 40, was taken into custody Wednesday morning and booked on suspicion of assault, New York police said. Blackburn did not immediately respond to a request for comment. The arrest is the latest in the back and forth between Fat Joe, whose real name is Joseph Antonio Cartagena, and his former hype man, Terrence T.A. Dixon, and Dixon's lawyer, Blackburn. According to Fat Joe's attorney, Joe Tacopina, it all started in March, on March 23rd, when Dixon and Blackburn sent the rapper a written demand letter seeking money for being a ghostwriter and unaccredited vocalist on some of Fat Joe's songs, which is normal. Fat Joe disregarded the demands, but on April 21st, Blackburn and Dixon sent a follow-up demand letter threatening to file a lawsuit not just for unpaid wages, but also for other allegations including rape, forced labor, sex trafficking, and fraud. All claims Tacopino called false and outrageous and said were made with utter disregard for truth and decency. As a result, Fat Joe sued Dixon and Blackburn in April, alleging extortion, defamation, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. When the process server went to hand the paperwork to Blackburn, Blackburn hit him with his vehicle, Tacopina alleged. A warrant was issued for Blackburn's arrest Thursday, according to Tacopina, the same day Blackburn and Dixon filed a $20 million federal lawsuit against Fat Joe in U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York. That lawsuit alleges that Fat Joe forced Dixon to engage in thousands of sex acts with women and that Dixon was underpaid, denied songwriting credits, and threatened. Tacopina has told NBC News those claims were complete fabrications designed to damage Fat Joe's reputation, which he don't have one. Quote, Tyrone Blackburn's arrest comes as no surprise to me. It's just the latest example of his malicious and manipulative pattern of misconduct finally coming to light. Nigga, look, you gotta show me some real shit about this nigga. He hit how was the nigga handing him, trying to serve him, but he was out of the car and he was in the car, but was in position to be hit by the car? See, that shit in itself don't make sense. Quote, Blackburn is an embarrassment to the legal profession. Now, here's the thing, though, Joe. This is where I don't understand Fat Joe on this one. If this nigga's lawyer's trash like this, I would not want this nigga to crash out before court. Because then he'll fuck around and get another lawyer who's better. Blackburn is an embarrassment to the legal profession, and it's a disgrace watching him use the court system to shield his extortion tactics. This is exactly why Mr. Cartagena proactively sued Blackburn and his client, Terrence Dixon, in April, because he knew they intended to try to destroy his reputation by peddling salacious lies. This nigga getting into it with a process server does not in any way show that TA is lying, just for the record. He continued, quote, today's arrest is just the first step, but I'm confident that my client's name will be cleared from all those falsehoods and Blackburn will be brought to justice once and for all. Blackburn has represented high-profile clients in the past. In February 2024, he filed a lawsuit on behalf of Sean Diddy Combs' accuser, producer Lil Rodney. In that case, Lil Rodney accused Combs of sexually harassing, drugging, and threatening him. Combs' attorney denied the allegations. Like, I hear what you're saying, Joe, but just because his lawyer's out here wilding, this shit is very specific, nigga, and you know, you should want to go against his lawyer, not try to do all of this shit here. Because if TA starts feeling like, you know what, Joe, you right, and then get another lawyer, you're gonna be pissed. You're gonna be pissed. I still think the feds wrote that shit because Blackburn, he wrote all that shit. Y'all said he's stupid. Damn. Our show speed, you only got 29,000 people watching? Oh, that's because your ass is dead. Or asleep, rather. It says deaths on the screen, so that's why. Y'all really be watching this nigga like this, bro? 29,000 people will watch this nigga sleep. Like, that shit's insane to me. Wait, is Kai Sanat and I Show Speed sleeping on stream? Y'all niggas are slaves to the machine, bro. Like, this shit crazy to me, bro. This shit crazy to me, the shit y'all be... First of all, how I Show Speed has 41 million subscribers is just... That in itself is beyond me. I personally just don't get it with that nigga. And I ain't trying to hate. I just don't understand it. It just feels so fucking, it don't even feel real. It feels like total plant job. Like for you to have 40 something million, I should know people. I don't know anybody that watch you. I mean, I see you want to make it all about the attorney, Joe, but you got some explaining to do. And if you think you're just gonna go to court and not have to like talk about anything but this attorney, blah 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 blah. Nah, nigga, did you do this shit? Because they said they got some proof and they showed some proof. And we know they got recordings, they got phone. Bro, Joe. We gonna find out, nigga. We gonna see. That's all I can say to you. I can't say nothing else to you because this is bad. Hey, that's the game. That's the game, though, girl, dad. We take the good with the bad. We take the good with the bad. Nah, I mean. Crazy how the game worked, though. Oh, yeah, I haven't said that tonight. Hit the like button, first of all. Hit the PayPal, Cash App, Venmo so we can hit the daily $20 goal for our Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal goal. If you don't mind. I think we got it all. Just make sure you hit that like button, bro. That is of the most importance. Oh, shit. Can you be any more ratchet? I don't even want to say your name out loud. I mean, she's mad ratchet. And 50 Cent, man, you gotta feel stupid, nigga. Them niggas said you had Navy SEAL type security, nigga. What happened? Nigga, 607 was crashing out again today. Like, I guess I watched that little clip and then I'm going to bed. I gotta get up for closing arguments. Closing arguments. Closing arguments might start tomorrow. I don't think the jury's gonna actually start deliberating until Monday. Obviously, this is alleged. Wait, hold on. Let me undo that. Yeah, y'all did pick up VJ tonight. I see that shit that Ace Bailey pulled, got his ass to Utah, and that is not somewhere he wanted to go. I don't know who this little nigga thought he was. Yeah, I don't need to do no workouts or shit. Nigga, what? So 607 Unc, he was on No Jumper for a second, then he ended up quitting. Basically, because he felt like Adam was on some bullshit, which of course he is. It's Adam. And so apparently him and 4 Extra got into it. And 607 Unc, hey man, I'll let you explain it yourself, bro.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Hit that like button, fool.
Where your scary ass at, man? They think California scared you off, man.
Ain't nobody scared me off. What I'm scared of.
So what happened, man?
I'm waiting y'all to hit that check so I can buy my switches.
So look, bro. Me, you, and Adam was just in Texas. We were supposed to do the Tuesday show, and then you sent the message out saying you quit No Jumper. What the f is going on? Why you ain't here?
I quit No Jumper because y'all Adam backdoored me. He knew for a fact that 4 Extra was coming on that bullshit with all the. That's why he got that security, and he didn't tell me. He even quit. He quit that day. I ain't the only one to quit No Jumper. Adam didn't show up.
You hated on the security, though. You said he wasn't protecting you. You said he was too small to protect you.
It's small like he wasn't protected. Did he jump up when that man jumped up at me? I got a gun in my pocket, man. If I shoot him in there, then what?
Wait, you had a gun in your pocket? Nigga, 607 Unc. That nigga said he sacrificed his own son. That nigga said he wrote country grammar, nigga. That he's a wild character.
See, I'm not for.
Whoa.
I'm not for all that.
Whoa. But
I got a gun on me.
But
don't say that, dog.
Unc, I got
doing nothing.
Unc, I got a question, brother. Like, so your whole mission is to stop the gang violence, to make people realize we all on the same level. Why challenge 4 Extra to a fade and poke the bear when that goes against the Unc mission?
He's trying to get paid, homie.
No, that didn't get my mission. My mission is balance, gang. Listen, he challenged me to a fight where I couldn't win. Only time I'm gonna fight when I know I can win and I'm getting threatened. He challenged me to a duel where I couldn't win. To satisfy his mind, I tell him challenge me to a duel where I know I can win. Listen, man, he walked in that door with 50 and guns. Who the fuck does that to see somebody 100 pounds? So now he act like he want to fight me. He said he gonna knock me out. Well, fight me now then. Because like, just prove it. Win, lose, or draw.
What you got to even odds? But to be fair, he roll around like that regularly. It wasn't like he was.
No, man, shut the fuck up.
That's a fact. That's a fact, Unc.
Mark,
he really do. He really roll around like that, bro. He roll around like that, bro. That's like his everyday. But with that being said, you feel me? Like, Unc, you really think you're beating 4 Extra in a one-on-one fade?
Bro, he used this game for protection, bro. I want to survive in California. The only way I survive in California is they know I'm a member. Listen, they catch fades, right? So I'm going to catch a fade. I'm a member, gang. They not going to tell me I'm not a member. Listen, I'm a member because I don't got to be Crip, Blood, GD, none of that. I'm a member because we all share the same fucking soul. We all share the same soul. So I'm not going to let him just debo me. I got spiritual people that's trying to turn their life to God. Now, what about the young that think they got to be a bitch-ass nigga to get their life to God? No, I got to show them you can still be strong. So I can be strong, but I don't got to sacrifice my life to prove that I'm strong. Listen, I'm not.
Nigga, why is Lush sitting so fucking feminine, nigga? Put your damn leg down. Why you sitting there like a bitch?
No, I don't got to prove that I'm tough. At that moment, he had to prove that he's tough. I know that I'm tough. So right now, I'm asking him to get in the ring so I can knock him the fuck out.
So you think one-on-one, you're confident in your...
Anthony, look, y'all niggas ain't on the way nowhere until y'all get rid of Paul George and Joel Embiid. And not Joel, just Joel. He's no longer Joel to me. He's just Joel Embiid.
Fighting skills, you would beat 4 Extra.
I know I done knocked niggas out bigger than him. The only reason I didn't move because I'm not going to die for content. I'm not finna die for content. I will fight for content, but I'm not finna die for content. That's the only reason I didn't move.
Hey,
I'm telling you, he's a genius, J-Cat. I'm telling you.
Hey, it's Trap Low Ross, man. Do you not feel like maybe you overreacted a bit? Because 4 Extras has been told.
Man, shut yo zesty ass up. What are these big ass shoelaces you got?
Me, I'm going to space a couple times, and like I feel like part of it's the content too, and like maybe it wasn't as serious as you were thinking.
No, 4 Extra is a bully. The whole time he was looking at the camera, he never looked me in my eyes. Look at the video.
That's why I think it's content though.
I was trying to look him in his eyes. He will not look me in his eyes.
It's like the
He won't
WWE.
do it.
But he looking at the camera like because he know he's saying something funny that's going viral. You don't think that maybe that was just some viral shit?
What you want, baby?
Faking. Listen, I know 4 Extra faking, but his gang not faking. His gang ready to die and kill, but he is faking. He should use this gang for protection.
You was genuinely in fear of your life in that moment?
Man, listen, not a 4 Extra of his gang, the members. 4 Extra's a girl. He's not gonna fight anything.
Damn.
The members.
But wait. But whoa.
4 Extra not gonna fight nothing. Listen, 4 Extra stood up over me. I'm 100 pounds. He stood over me, didn't even hit me.
Respectfully though, 4 Extra is known for fighting, man.
Yeah.
4 Extras.
Knocking fools out, fool.
A known fade catcher.
Listen. He known for getting talked about. People saying that he fight. No one have ever seen him fight.
Yeah, we ain't never seen the 4 Extras fade though.
Nobody seen him fight.
To be fair.
You know what? I ain't even thought of that. Ain't nobody. Have y'all seen 4 Extra fight? I ain't never seen that nigga fight. This shit is all just kind of like implied that this nigga, like, he was supposed to catch the fade with Aaron the plumber. See, this is the shit that Adam be setting y'all niggas up for. This is the shit that Adam want.
This my thing. You want to fight somebody?
To be fair,
100
we've
pounds,
never seen it on camera. I'm gonna say that out loud.
Listen, why you want to?
Yeah, that's some true shit though. Come on, April. Damn, you get on my nerves. Go ahead. I'm coming. I'm going, baby. So, I mean, I do gotta give him that. I ain't never seen 4 Extras throw hands, so all that shit's just kind of implied.
A bully. Why? He's a bully. Why would this? If I know I can beat somebody, I won't even challenge them to a fight. Why you challenging somebody that you think you can beat? He know he can't fight. It's his gang with him, gang. I love the 40s, but he using them. He using them to protect. Oh.
Come on,
I got a question for you.
Hey, so
come on out here.
What type of fight? You trying to have like a like a celebrity boxing fade with him, or like y'all finna do like?
This my thing. He said I'm a die in California. He said I'm a bitch. He said all of this shit will fight me without your game. See, I just want him to know that I can knock him the fuck out, because like it's like this. If you doing all of this tough shit, you using your game for protection. Why you doing that? I wouldn't even came with him if I was part of his gang. So why are you using me for protection? Go see this 100-pound yourself.
Bro, you better have some lightning bolts coming out of your
He does,
like
fool.
Raiden from Mortal Kombat.
1,000.
Go see a 100-pound nigga yourself. But he came with his gang, and then he yelled like that. He disrespected them because he ain't do nothing. How you gonna do all that yelling and don't do nothing?
But Unc, you did start it. To be fair, you were making.
Adam started it, gang. Adam started. Adam say he knocked the nigga out, put a card in his booty. That mean you a raper, man. That mean you gay. What?
Adam do be starting shit.
What do you mean? That what that mean? If you put a card in his booty, you gay. How can you? If you knock a nigga out, put peanut butter in his booty, and then you put card in his booty, you f***ing gay. You mad at me because I said it?
I mean, it's different. It's different in jail. It's different in jail.
Who said it first? Adam said it first. Adam said it. I didn't say it. So he said, when Adam put that cards out, he smacked the cards out of Adam's hand. He didn't try to fight Adam. Why? Because Adam paying him. This nigga suffering. This nigga on his page doing promo for $100. This whole page full of promo. That's suffering. I told him I could get him some money and show him how. Quit let Adam just...
That's some real shit.
Is he still there?
Well, let Adam run him over. He let Adam run him over. He let Adam run him over for pennies. He out there. Listen, 4 Extra is big. We let that nigga run him for pennies. His own page ain't even big. He uses his whole page to do promo. Bullshit promo that nobody want. Promoting all them bullshit ass t-shirts. And he want to fight a nigga that's trying to help him. Right? But the nigga that's trying to hurt him, he just work all up under him. And Adam the one that sent him at me. Trust me. Adam did that. So if Adam sent Adam sent him at me, what the f*** you think? Adam tried to send that nigga back to jail because Adam's scared of him.
All right, hold on, wait. Putting this all on Adam.
Let Cliff answer. Get a question on.
Because you had a clip where you told Adam, and you insinuated that 4 extras was in jail getting pounded out, and you told Adam that if Brick Baby and Whack 100 was able to coexist for 2 years, that you could do the same.
Gang. Adam said it first. Listen, Adam said it. I said, why the fuck you ain't smacked Adam?
I'm saying, but you also.
That's a great question. Why fuck 4Xtra supposed to be this big gangster nigga, but be letting Adam get over on him? And of course, you nigga, you sitting up there, you gonna pretend that you trying to play a 50-50, but you a hoe ass nigga that's gonna let Adam fucking use you and shit too. Anything for clout.
Said that if Brick Baby and Whack 100 can coexist without nothing happening for 2 years, then you can expect the same for 4 extras. But 4 extras ain't Brick Baby and Whack 100. And you ain't either. Like so you can't expect everybody to have the same type level of tolerance for bullshit.
If I say something wrong, come by yourself. Look, man, come by yourself. That's all I'm saying. If I say something wrong, come by yourself. Don't come with 100 with guns, man. What else I get?
So
what else you get?
So what you? Why is he mad at Adam?
I don't know. They about to kill him.
Finish.
No one was gonna kill Unc, by the way.
Yeah,
I just want to make that clear.
Nobody was gonna kill him.
California, listen, let me tell you something. I'm for the streets. I love California. All I'm saying is you can't use your gang for protection. I push love, peace, all that. Everybody know that listen to my content. So if you know I push love, why are you pulling somebody up on me for a joke? Joke.
Wait, Unc.
Hold up. Let me talk. Because he's talking about killing and murder when Adam making the same jokes. Adam did this everybody. Rick did this everybody. Why the fuck I gotta die?
Because you know the white man get away with stuff that black people don't get away with, nigga.
What? But you work for that white man. I'm confused.
Quit acting like
Come on, man.
You know damn well you know that.
I don't want listen. You low vibration. All y'all sit there. All y'all.
I'm high vibration, fool.
Facts. They are low vibrational.
I'm vibrating very high, sir.
I get you rich.
No, look what happened. You know what happened, Unc?
I'm low.
You got the same.
Yeah, this
Look, you backdoored me.
I'm vibrating high. Don't come up in here with that assalamu alaikum bean pie shit, nigga.
Look, Karma got him.
Hey, so Unc.
He bringing good shit to no jumper. He changed it back. They laugh at our comments. They're not calling y'all snitches no more. When folks asked Adam should fire him for that because that was wrong, bro. You don't come in a workplace.
Now, one thing I will say,
you don't do that.
It is a degree of professionalism that should be displayed. But the only thing is,
I'm bringing love to no jumper.
We didn't see the guns on camera. You told us about it.
Yeah. Why are you telling them? Come on, now there's no guns here. Don't say that.
Pull up with the guns.
Don't say that, Unc.
What the have them gang members did for no jumper? What have they did for y'all? Nothing. I'm raising vibration. If y'all got around, talk about people cases. All y'all gotta do is raise the vibration with laughter.
No, I respect that. I feel that.
Nigga, Trap Lord Ross getting fat, nigga.
I agree with that.
People want to know.
Yes,
people want to know what they on earth for, man. People don't want to know all the bullshit y'all talk about, all that gossip about people's cases. People don't give a fuck about that. People don't give a fuck about these gang members, gang. Motherfuckers living their life. We all stuck in a simulation.
Hey, but Unc, how come Averb said that you grew up in the suburbs?
What?
How come Averb said you grew up in the suburbs?
Listen, got to go to Pond Line, 607 Hillside, man. Stop playing with me.
Why Averb say that?
Hey, so let me ask you this. So
tell Lush stop talking before I smack the shit out.
Tell Lush to stop talking before I smack the shit out. Lush, you going for this?
Why Averb say that, bro?
Nigga, I don't even know none of these niggas except Trap Lord, Remo, and Lush. These other two niggas, I don't have no clue who these niggas are. But motherfucker 607 Unc on the phone crashing out to a level.
A-Verb grew up with me, bro. A-Verb, listen, me and A-Verb, we both stay in an apartment complex. I stay in an apartment complex that was for crazy people, right? You want to talk about me, you bitch-ass nigga? I stay in a crazy space, right? It was Castle Park apartment. It's crazy. It's a crazy spot, nigga. You want to play with me? That's when you see shit. I've been seeing shit since I was a kid, but I couldn't control it. Now I know I'm a prophet of God, and I'm coming to change the world. And LA don't understand this. I'm not coming here to fucking trip over gang members. I'm a gang member. I lost homies. I lost people that died in these streets, gang. So 4Xtra wrong. Listen, anytime you come up there, if he had a problem with me, he should have came by himself. Even when he came to talk to me by himself, he brought his whole gang with him. I'm saying in St. Louis, we don't roll like that. I understand in California. I love California. If I disrespected him, he should have come alone. Why he come with all them guys?
You guys are...
That's some real shit, though, if that's true.
Quicker to shoot. We're quicker to fight.
Hey, let me. All right, hold on. Let me. All right. So what?
If you click up the fight, listen. If you click up the fight, he should have told me it's gonna be a fight. right? If you click up the fight, you should have told me we're gonna do this. You didn't do this. Adam ran, right? You ran, Lush. All y'all ran.
You did run, Lush. You didn't even show up, Lush.
I literally had to start the
come
music
on.
Hold on,
stream.
one mic.
And I gotta be a man because I knew I was set up and I stayed to the end. He left before me.
You did stay till the end. This is true.
Right? He left before me. Right? So I'm just saying that I love no jumper. So y'all should understand that. Y'all should tell Adam to get rid of him because we don't need shit like that at no jumper. We try to bring it back. Them gang members set up everything. Because they too emotional. They can't think. Every time he do a podcast, he's screaming. He never can even talk regular. He can't make a joke. Right? I'm just saying, y'all need to watch that. That's why y'all views is going down. Don't nobody want to see no gang members talking about prison. All he talk about is homosexual activities. All he talk about is raping. Who the f want to talk about putting cars up niggas' booty and knocking niggas out? All he told me he was going to knock me out, and I saw the cars hanging from his pocket. I knew he had some in there.
He trolling.
He saw the carrots hanging from his pocket.
All right, hey, look.
You ain't see him. Wind the video back. Wind the video back. When he stood up, you going to see them cars.
Hey, so,
Wind the video back.
this is a question I
crazy.
got for you. How did you from St. Louis? How did people in St. Louis look at the video and you and 4 extras?
First, they tell me I'm a pussy, right? Because everybody think I'm pussy, but they're not understanding that I'm a thinker. So listen, why fight when you gonna lose? If I would have stood up, I was going down. Listen, when I fight, I win. So of course, street like you pussy, because a man think that we gotta like 4 extras. He think a man gotta show their ability to be a man. No, a man is mental. Man is mental. Right, so I don't gotta prove you I'm tougher than you. I gotta prove I can beat you, and I prove I beat you by getting out of here and then talk my nigga. And then I talk my shit, nigga. Right? So that's what I'm saying. It's a mental game. See, in the streets they playing a physical game. That's why they die and go to jail. That's why 4 extra keep on going to jail, gang, because they can't think. They can't think, and they gang should not ride with him because he tried to send them off. Adam don't pay them. They pay 4 extra. He paid 4 extra. They didn't give him no money to risk their life to go against a man that's trying to save him. Listen, I have no violence, so why they gonna come up to me like I'm a gang member? They should never came with him. I'm telling you, they should join me.
Hey, I got a question for Unc, man. Hey, Unc, I'm doing a video on St. Louis at the moment, right? And can you tell me a little bit about some of the most crazy hoods in St. Louis and like how does that compare to California? Because I know they got Bloods and Crips and
Nigga, fuck you in your video.
60s in St. Louis, but it's different.
One thing in St. Louis is like this. St. Louis is backdoor city, the capital. But we believe in this. If a nigga bigger than you or stronger than you, he won't even try to fight you in St. Louis, gang. We don't rock like that. See, California different. California, this what gangland. I respect gangland. I love it. I love California. But they got the structure. See, we don't got structure. So when you understand that St. Louis don't got no structure, that's the big difference between California and St. Louis. So they got to understand they dealing with a nigga that don't understand. So if a nigga don't understand, how the you gonna treat him like he understand? That's my
This nigga, bro, just the way this nigga talk cracks me up.
thing. We from different areas. We try to communicate on different levels. So California got to understand that I don't understand, but I love California and I'm trying to. So the biggest difference between St. Louis and California is the mental, bro. The trenches are the same. The killing is the same. It's just the way we think that's different.
Hey, what are some of the hardest like drill rappers coming out of St. Louis that you with?
Amar D. Huncho, Three Cloud Latte, Kwame Tools, you know the regular. But I'm saying,
what about CTS Lil Wick?
The CTS Lil Wick is great. He one of the best artists.
Nah, we not doing that. See, now y'all niggas is trying to quiz this nigga. Y'all trying to quiz this nigga. This girl dad, this is literally the most coherent I've ever heard him talk. Like, he literally let you know in this conversation that he be playing the character more times than not. Like, he let you know that shit.
I ain't get to mention them all. But what I'm saying is this. I'm saying there's so many artists in St. Louis that's dead that I don't even know which one to say because they all died. Like, we take shit serious. Like, he came up there playing with that camera talking about he'd kill me. But in St. Louis, they really do that. So I don't know how to take that. Y'all, the people like, oh, no, I ain't gonna do that.
That part is some real shit.
Camera, but in St. Louis, they're really killing you on camera because all the rappers are dead. So I don't play like that. I don't play like that.
Hey, Unc, let me ask you, man. I've been researching a lot of really good rappers that kind of lost their lives in St. Louis. People like KB6 and you know what I'm saying, other people. Like, who would you say was the person that passed away that really was the biggest loss for St. Louis?
Listen, I'm gonna go back. City Styles. Look up City Styles. He was.
I've heard of City Styles.
He was the first person to get shot all them times. Like, when St. Louis just started doing them drive-bys, like, inside the car. He got shot like 150 times. That was my right hand, right? And he started, like, the drill rapping in St. Louis, right? Because he was directly the one not doing that sing dance rap. but then he got cracked.
I was gonna, hey, Unc, what happened to Bangers 314?
You said what?
What happened to the Bangers 314? Run up and get done up.
Listen, I don't listen to none of that commercial shit. It's two type of St. Louis. You got the street version of St. Louis. You got the Nelly gay side of St. Louis, right? And so you got, I'm for real. You got to look at it like this, right? I'm from the streets, gang, so I don't listen to the radio. So I don't be on none of that shit. Like, we in the streets, so you got to think about it. If you in St. Louis, once you from downtown and the north side, North City, and the city part, you in St. Louis. But all the Ferguson parts and all that, that's not St. Louis.
Wasn't Jake Quan from downtown?
Yeah, the downtown, all that St. Louis. But once you from Ferguson and all them small parts, that's not St. Louis. That's Missouri.
Hey, Unc, what are the young guys are you with right now? Like, how do you feel about like Mo P or like C4 Murder?
Listen, C4 Murder, he was out of my development for a while, but C4 Murder and Grimy, you know, they one of the craziest artists out of St. Louis. Grimy in jail, and that's what happened with
nigga, what the fuck kind of bong is this nigga smoking out of?
You know, KB6. You know, that was they direct op. You know what I'm saying? That little war, you know, let a lot of them in jail and a lot of people dead. And I was just telling Cuz to get AMRD Huncho.
Hey, hold on. We gonna say that. We'll talk about that later. Say that.
This 4 extra, you gonna catch the fade with this nigga? Or what? Or you just gonna, you just gonna let this nigga talk like this? Now you probably should, cause I'm sure you on some sort of papers. Man, I just don't be getting you niggas in this games y'all be playing on the internet. I personally don't be getting it. People be dying over shit like this. And y'all niggas be kind of playing with that shit. What's today? Wednesday going into Thursday, so it's early Thursday morning. So I gotta watch this, bro. Most Scandalous Los Angeles has been cooking motherfucking Whack 100 ass. Drop new video. I gotta watch that shit. So now Mark Williams did get traded to the Suns. A lot of crazy shit going on. Kendra G, I saw you was down bad tonight. Your numbers are steadily declining. I mean, this bitch really think that people be watching this shit for her, which is hilarious to me. Like, ain't nobody thinking about your motherfucking ass. We got what? We need 9 more likes to 100. Replay gang got us. I'm just seeing if it's one more short video I want to see before I bounce. A chick that's 56 with 5 kids is looking for a husband. because she divorced her last husband because they were together for too long. Yeah, I don't think that's how that shit worked. But you got it. Nigga, Max Kellerman back? A lot of interesting shit. Now, here's the question with the Liver King before I get ready to get out of here. Does that nigga threaten Joe Rogan again? Because we talking 20, you know, $20,000 bond, which was number 2,000. I think he does. Well, that's cool. I mean, I don't think Max Kellerman is like, you know, hype like that. Like, I don't agree with everything he be saying, but he ain't so bad that he shouldn't have a job. He better than most. Sometimes his thinking behind the box goes too far. Or behind the box. Outside the box is the term I was looking for. His thinking outside the box shit can go too far sometimes. Yeah, I ain't even watched the shit. Like I heard about Amberell, but I didn't even get to check the shit out because when I reported on her dying, she had they had just found her. Like it was literally I found out before I signed off. Pray for peace for her family, whatever happened. Who's the only rapper turned professional sports talk personality? Who are we referring to? Max Kellerman was a rapper. I missed that part. Not surprising. Not surprising at all. Jello. And then that song that went viral with him that everybody, that shit was trash. Yeah, normally I don't believe that shit though. When somebody say that somebody killed himself and they found a whole bunch of pills around him. That just sounds like staged. That sounds like that sounds like foul play to me. It could be true. But I ain't gonna lie. I don't just take it as fact. Either way, I pray for her people. But definitely that makes me want to like investigate some shit where it's like, what do you mean? Like, how does that happen? You took all these pills, you just laid next to the pills. To me, that's something that's never really sound believable to me. But it's possible. Definitely possible. Man, Don, it's that damn D'Angelo Ball shit. That shit was trash to me. And it was like, all of a sudden, that shit like went fucking viral. And it was like, I didn't get it. I myself personally just didn't get it. I was like, and then they had him perform it at like, it was some basketball event or some shit. I was like, wasn't it the All-Star weekend or something? They had him perform that bullshit. Is there a new Diddy video I can play before I go? I feel like Diddy coming home. I do feel like Diddy coming home. But I've always felt like that, so. Oh, this is a big video we probably should watch tomorrow. Hopefully closing arguments do start tomorrow. You know. I did find it funny that a lot of you YouTube niggas was backtracking. A lot of you YouTube niggas was backtracking today and moving the goalposts, all types of shit. Yeah, this will be the last video I'll play for today. Relax. Get ready for tomorrow. My day got disrupted with shit today. So I ain't even really get untired like I wanted to. Cause as soon as, I was done with this, I my afternoon of doing all the family shit was a wrap. I do it after I got off work earlier and then shit. That's why I came an hour late tonight.
In the Sean Diddy Combs sex trafficking and racketeering trial. A federal prosecutor.
Of course you did. Of course, on the last one for the night, man. Y'all niggas make me sick. That's right.
In the Sean Diddy Combs sex trafficking. In the Sean Diddy Combs sex trafficking and racketeering trial.
The federal prosecutors are no longer including attempted kidnapping and attempted arson. Their underlying crime
right.
In the Sean Diddy Combs sex trafficking and racketeering trial.
The federal prosecutors are no longer including attempted kidnapping and attempted arson. Their underlying
Right, Mob, because this is them just building their case that they're now taking apart themselves.
crimes in the alleged racketeering conspiracy charge.
Well, that's right, and this development comes with closing arguments set to begin later this week. ABC's Aaron Katersky joins us live outside the federal courthouse in Lower Manhattan. Aaron, can you put this development into context for us? Is this in any way a blow to the prosecution?
Well, it could be, Tanya, but not necessarily. Up until now, federal prosecutors said that attempted arson of Kid Cudi's Porsche was one of the underlying crimes underpinning the racketeering conspiracy.
Right.
We'll back up for a second. In order to find Sean Combs guilty of racketeering conspiracy, the jury must find that he conspired to commit some other offenses. And until today, prosecutors said one of those was attempted arson. They showed the jury pictures of Kid Cudi's torched out Porsche. And he even testified, saying that he saw the Molotov cocktail that was responsible, the
sure you did.
Charred interior, his blackened sports car. And the implication was that Sean Combs was behind it. But there was never direct evidence tying Combs to the arson. So prosecutors signaled in a letter to the judge that they would no longer proceed under the theory that Combs conspired to commit attempted arson.
The jury is not going to be so forgiving about all this time of theirs y'all wasted, nigga.
One of the other underlying crimes, the so-called predicate acts, involved attempted kidnapping of Capricorn Clark, a former assistant to Sean Combs. Prosecutors are no longer going to proceed under that theory either. Instead, they're emphasizing other crimes that they say Combs conspired to commit, like sex trafficking, like
you still ain't proving that,
forced labor, and they're going to emphasize those things when they speak to the jury during summations starting on Thursday.
All right, Aaron Katersky, thank you so much for putting that into perspective for us. We really appreciate it. Again, with closing arguments and jury deliberations set to begin in the coming days, more breaking updates are sure to follow. The best way to stay on top of all of this is by downloading the ABC7NY app.
Seems likely. Well, Diddy, good luck going forward, my nigga. But I think your boy gonna stop here for the evening. So you know what time it is. Say goodnight to your motherfucking boy. Shout out to the motherfucking the Liver King. The damn Liver King. Two shows today. I feel accomplished. Shout out to all you Diddy niggas that swore this nigga's getting ready to get put up under the jail, but the prosecution acted scary. Janice, Donis, Missy, Josu, Kendra, J-Rock, Big. Shout out to everybody on the replay, Carefree. Shout out to all my third shift folk in the bushes. Keep grinding. You can make it out. And plus, I did a stream earlier. So if you need me to help you get across the finish line, turn the other stream on. Brianna, Turtle. You already know Donis. That's how we get down, get down. Shout out to them Dodgers getting one tonight. Yamamoto was putting belt to ass. Joy, I had a great day. But then again, I'm probably lying. Man, I'll see y'all on the flip side. Lennox. But I'm going to tell you exactly what Diddy's defense team was on today. And they earned it.
too. And I guess we gon' survive the onslaught of this lawsuit. He got 22 days from the 5th. But boy, I know that he coming back to YouTube because he needs some help because his grip is gone. I might not have the lyrics, but I'm telling y'all that we're looking real strong. And I guess do say we ain't going nowhere. So this is what I'll say. You tried, they helped you, you failed. Good luck. Bye-bye. Dismiss. Get your ass out of here.
I only heard from two teams. Guess what the two teams that called me, Ocho, say, what's your phone number, where you gonna be?
Who that?
Hey, Shannon, one of them little white girls at the door, she got on a Gucci dog collar talking about she came over here instead of letting you choke her in public.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, don't think you can start disrespecting me because you got the little white girl at the door and you live on the air, bro. I don't care about you being live on the air. Who you think you talking to?
Next door.
That's what I thought, bro. You better be talking to next door, man. You got me all the way messed up. Don't you ever disrespect me like that again. Just because you got all these cases and all that stuff going on, man, don't mean you gonna start disrespecting me, bro. Stop choking them little white girls. Got me all the way messed up. Hall of Fame head ass.
Cincinnati Bengals was one.
Hate that you said he wasn't a top 10 quarterback? Hate that you said he couldn't throw the ball? Hate that he got over when push came to shove? Hate that he always say the right thing?
Money is nice, championships are better.
Hate that in your all-knowing, armchair wisdom, you were sure he'd come up short. Hate that you got it wrong?
Y'all bitches always worried about what they doing, who they fucking, what they got going on. Worry about.
I sat there and watched your ass eat a whole meal for $5. You had a fucking box of pizza, a slab of ribs with a side of large fries, but ain't offered me shit though. After I just got you from the hospital last night. Oh, that shit ain't scare you, huh? But you just want to keep stuffing shit down your mouth.
I just want to go back.
You want somebody to feel sorry, but you keep eating honey buns and shit under your bed. Yeah, I saw you last night trying to sneak them under there. I don't know how you got down, but I saw you.
Where?
Where? What the fuck you mean where? Oh, your big ass wanna play slow. All right. Tell me what the fuck this is then right here. Honey buns and shit. Oatmeal cream pie. What else you got under this motherfucker? Twinkies and shit.
Stop yelling at me.
Stop yelling at you. Your kids in there, we in this bitch hungry. They eat shit. And you say, all right. No, I ain't put shit up, man. I ain't feeding your big ass no more, dog.
Hey, baby. Me and the kids about to go to Burger King. You want something?
Y'all see it. Yep. That's what it is. Best hands in the world. Y'all be playing with me. Come taste it yourself. See all that butter? Deliciousness. Y'all want to know the secret so bad, but I put more. A little bit more. A little bit more.
And this is why big backing is an epidemic. This is why big backing is an epidemic. I had to take a shot of insulin. Get some insulin from somebody else to finish watching this video. Y'all swear y'all be cooking. You got a whole 40-pound bag of sugar on 3 pans of yams. Talking about you see it. We see it. We see diabetes. We see gout, cavities in all teeth, hypertension, headaches, limb amputations, the big arm disease. I don't know what they call it, but just big arms. And if you can spread sugar like that, it's too much. Talking about it in a little bit more. That's enough. Jesus said that was enough. It's more than enough. It's abundant. You cooking up disease at this point. I wouldn't eat them yams with somebody else's mouth. We gotta do better. We gotta stop this mess.
God is great, man. God is great.
Yo, what's going on, boys? How are you?
Yo, dab me up.
Hey, all right, damn. What part of the city are you from?
Yo,
What's up?
there, brother.
Hey,
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
You guys ready for this?
Take this.
Oh, all right, sick. Why don't you guys come inside?
Don't ski.
These are the guys.
I'm Octavius Gray. And I'm Steve. Steve Lavoie. It's okay, I have vape in here, right?
Set the mood right. Pick you up, baby, I'm looking so fly. Sunset rooftop, yeah, that's nice, right? Hop in the G-Class, I know you need that. Heart racing fast like the speed of light. Is this attraction, or is it the moonlight? You want satisfaction, but only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken, and I just want you to see what I can be for you. 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 You got me wrapped up in your love.
Barely.
Finding you is like a treasure. Making my heart feel this way, yeah, yeah. And I'll treat you so damn special. What you did, who you were with, I don't care about those days. When I'm with you, I won't complain. Share your success and heartbreaks. Yeah, you know I stay by your side. Never leave you dissatisfied. But I need you to let me know. Is this attraction, or is it the moonlight? You want satisfaction, but only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken, and I just want you to see what I can be for you. 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 Baby girl, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Oh, yeah, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Yeah, girl, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Oh, yeah, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night.
Crushed it.
God is great. Y'all rest up. We got a big couple of days coming up. Don't believe me, just watch.
Guys, I gotta go.
You got it,
I don't
Jess.
want to hurt myself.
You got a pee?
It's all right. No,
You
you
got
gotta
it,
go.
Jess.
You gotta go, girl.
Let go.
I don't even want to fall.
Turn to the side.
You're okay. Just
You're good.
land right on that booty, girl. Just put your legs out
Turn
and
to the
pull on
side.
your booty.
Jess, you're amazing. You
Say
got
it.
it.
You got it. You got it. Turn to the side. Just let go and turn. Like you're laying in bed.
Yep. Like you're jumping onto your bed on your side.
Just let go and turn to the side. Shut your eyes.
You got it, my love.
Just turn to the side.
You're okay. Alpha.
I've never even heard of him.
I'm petty.